Allow me to introduce myself. Who knows what dastardly crimes might perpetrate next?
He's a very clever arch criminal who must be put away. Another innocent victim of suicidal maniac.
Allow me to introduce myself. Who knows what dastardly crimes might perpetrate next?
He's a very clever arch criminal who must be put away. Another innocent victim of suicidal maniac.
I was born in Jamaica. I grew up in Cassia Park in Jamaica, Malines Road, Four Roads. And I have to play. Hold on. Yeah, before I do anything at all, I have to play a video of my brother from England who did a video about Hurricane Melissa. He did a 30-minute video, but I'm just going to play a piece of it about Jamaica being devastated right now. And I want to say to everybody, listen, we going to get into Druski. We going to get into Captain Tazaryach. We're going to get into Hakah and all that stuff. But let's take a moment just to look at how devastated Jamaica is. If you're a Jamaican or if you're anyone in the world who cares about people and you want to donate to Jamaica, there's different areas, different folks who are collecting funds and products. Not only money, but products to feed the people. I mean, I was a part of Hurricane Gilbert. I was a part of the hurricane of 1979. Hurricane, the way how Jamaica is actually on a mountain. That's how Jamaica is as an island, for those who don't know. So they are susceptible to hurricanes and they're always in the way. Haiti, Jamaica, Cuba, those countries are always in the way of hurricane. But let's just check out my brother D. I've listened to this video, but I'm going to play a piece of it, then I'm going to get to the Druski stuff.
Greetings, African family. Greetings, family, the global community, my fellow Jamaicans around the world. Greet you in the spirit of Pan-Africanism. This episode of Clear Thinking is devoted and dedicated to the impact of Hurricane Melissa on the island of Jamaica, the island of my birth. Yes, my people, as we all are aware by now, Hurricane Melissa have had a devastating impact on my home country, my country of birth, Jamaica. I'm saddened, my people, by the level of destruction and devastation that I've seen. And I just want to thank everyone who have reached out, who have sent their support, who remember Jamaica in this time. And my people, this is a time where we truly see some devastation amongst our family. And this is the time when Jamaica and Jamaicans need your support. As I go through some of these images, I am just reminded of the devastation that have hit our country. When you look at here, look at the people on the ground, and look at the devastation of the place. It's to sheer desperation at this moment, my people. When you look at the level of destruction that have reached Jamaica, it's unimaginable what has happened here. This is the epicenter of the hurricane itself. This was in Jamaica, down in Black River. a parish of called St. Elizabeth. And this is where the hurricane made landfall, the first contact with Jamaica as a full-blown Category 5 hurricane, and it left catastrophic damage. As you have seen, there's many videos floating around, but one of the first video that really got my attention was when they flew over the devastated area, and you can see the impact of what has happened. It is truly apocalyptic what has taken place in that parish of St. Elizabeth. And as you can see here, my people, this is the area where called Black River, where it came in. And as you can see, the buildings, every building has been touched. Almost every roof have had some damage. There's utter devastation. This in the middle here used to be a school. I don't know if you can see that. There used to be a school there, flattened. And all over here, these debris, these are buildings next door to it, all been flattened. And as you have seen from many of the aerial pictures, them is utter devastation all across that region that was hit directly by this powerful storm. And I'm telling you, my people, some of the stories that has come out from this scene, and a lot of these people did not go to the shelter. You know, and I want to say that I was monitoring the storm from the beginning, when the storm was announced, when it was out in the Caribbean Sea, and the government reached out to the population to get them prepared. And matter of fact, the government had a office of disaster preparedness and emergency management in place to deal with and to process this type of damage for the population. And they've done all they could. You know, as an observer, as an impartial observer, as somebody who's very critical of these neo-colonial governments, I was very impressed with the level of preparedness that they did. They didn't spare any expense to get the people ready to prepare all of the shelters for the people and you know, to get them into safe places. But Jamaican people are very stubborn and they're very resilient. And many did not take up the call to go into shelters, to seek refuge. Many of them decided to stay home. And as a result, many were injured. Some have lost their lives because, as you can see from these images from the top, from the aerial views, a lot of these buildings were damaged. The wind speed was too much, and a lot of people lost almost everything. The same property that they were staying behind to preserve and to protect, they lost it all in the end. And but we're thankful that a lot of people didn't lose their life. You know, we didn't have a major casualty, fatality, loss of life. Somehow Jamaicans have protected themselves, protected their personal life, but they couldn't protect their property. No matter how they tried, the property got destroyed. And as we can see, this is the very barrier where the sea and the land meet. Those are concrete slabs there that are supposed to be wall barriers. They was just broken down by the hurricane. As you can see, it didn't stand a chance. The power of the hurricane was just too much, and it devastated that area. But we as Jamaicans, we tend to don't think that it's going to happen. We think that somehow we're going to be spared. It's not going to be as bad, because in the past we've had a hurricane that came and it never hit so hard. So we thought this one of them ones where you can just ride it out, you know, with a strong like that. We just want to ride it out. But unfortunately, this was the real deal. This was a catastrophic hurricane, and it did tremendous amount of damage. If you look here, all across the coastline here, these properties, they have been destroyed. Utter destruction for my country. A significant portion of my country in the west, from St. Elizabeth to Westmoreland to Manchester. You go up to Falmouth, You go up to St. James, even St. Anne. A lot of those regions have been devastated. The people, I mean, all across the island, there's been some type of damage of some sort. But this particular area is where it was hit the hardest. And this was a church, I think it was an Anglican church we're looking at here. It's been reduced to rumbles. And this has been broadcast a lot in the media. You may have seen it. And along the path of the hurricane, it's just more death and destruction as it goes on. And you can see all these fancy buildings, all the roofs have been taken off. All those debris have been littered all over the floor, all over the road, all across the parish. So, my people, as you can see, the devastation in Jamaica is real, it's significant, and the populations are hurt. I listened to some people tell their story of how they survived the storm, of how they had to endure, and it broke my heart. Many of them make me want to cry when I hear the pain and the tribulation they had to go through. It really brings tears to my eyes. And I consider myself very strong, but when you hear the story of survival, it just touches me in a very particular way. But my people, I want to say that the Jamaican people are really in need of support now. We really.
Yeah, it's definitely a sad moment for Jamaica. The whole world is watching, and be careful. I see a lot of news reports about Shakari Richardson and different people donating money. I don't believe any of those stories are true. So just be careful if you're going to donate. I would donate clothing. I would donate food first before money, because a lot of shams out there. You know what I'm saying? And then as far as I heard that somebody put up a report that America is going to give, I think, 21 billion to Jamaica. I don't know if it's true, but I see why my African-American brothers and my black brothers be mad when they talk about reparations, because it seems like America cares about everybody else when they're in trouble except the people who are actually descendants of slaves here. So I always see why they're upset. But this is going to be a serious show. If you never watched Garfield before, you're going to get a lot of information. And when I keep my camera off, I'm mad and everything. Let me say this to everybody, right? Whenever you make mockery of a religious group, it's because they are the joke of the community. I'm going to say it again. Whenever a group, there used to be a lot of skits about Jehovah's Witnesses coming to people's houses, right? And we used to mock the Jehovah's Witness and laugh at them. We used to mock the Latter-day Saints, the Mormons. We used to mock them. Remember when they did the skit in the 90s on In Living Color about Mr. Ugly Man with Shabaranks? Jamaicans were the joke of the time, because we had they used to do skits about we had 10 jobs, which was true. Jamaicans always trying to work 5-6 jobs and all that stuff. Everybody is the joke of the community at some point. Jamaicans were the joke of the community because we had many jobs, and they make skits about Jamaica. They made skit about Shabaranks, Mr. Ugly Man, how he was ugly. He's even ugly on the phone. And it was a mockery, because you are the mockery and the joke of the black community at the time. Let me say this. I know a couple of brothers, I really like their spirit. I like Yawasab's spirit. I like Captain Tazaryach's spirit. I like Brother Hassad's spirit. I like Christian Corey's spirit. I even like Joel's spirit. There's a bunch of brothers who hold on to this faith that I like their spirit. But what Druski exposed and gave me light on is that the black Hebrew Israelites or Israelites are the actual joke of the black community right now. And listen, with all due respect, you might get upset and say, Garfield, you the joke, whatever. But I want you to pay attention to what Druski is doing. And I want you to pay attention to what they teach and what they actually believe is true. Do you know that Hebrew Israelites believe that the Most High, Yahweh Shai, is going to come back and judge the world, and they're going to enslave white people? They're going to enslave white people because they're the Edomites of the Bible. Nobody takes the black Hebrew Israelites serious. Nobody. And this is nothing personal. My brother, Tribe 12, you know the Chad Austin, is nothing personal. But you guys are the joke of the black community. They're not making no skit about the black church. It's a regular thing with the black church. Look at church. Let me show y'all some skits right now with church and foolishness that the church does. This is regular. Look at this. I'm gonna show you a skit right now. Look at this right here. This church. All the churches are on their knees. This is regular stuff. Church. We see this every day. This guy, you gotta be on your knees. Ain't what's wrong? This is fun. This is rubbish. This is not good. I can't believe people are doing this. But it's true. They're doing it. Look at these people right here. Look at this guy.
Very quickly. There is 17 people under the sound of my voice that's releasing, like this man of God that flew all the way from Houston, releasing a $10,000 seed. I want those 17 people to obey God. The Lord says, I ain't asking you to, I'm telling you to. I'm not asking you to, I'm telling you to. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. I want everybody to get your offering so fast that you can't even explain what has taken over your life. When I count to 3, everybody move now. 1, 2, 3, go. Do you go to this ministry? What's your name? Sister Pamela?
So we mocking the church. Look at this foolishness right here. Look at this. Look at this.
Here we go.
Look at this foolishness.
Time for the ball, time for the ball. Go! There we go.
Look at this. We mock the church all the time.
I've never seen such kind of thing. Jesus is there.
Yes, why?
Jesus is there.
Kakande na mpira. Kisera cha kuteba. 12.
We got the football match.
Tugenda mu kisaawe ky'omupiira.
I'll go with Jesus.
Nze nja kugenda ne Yesu.
I don't need to bother you.
Seetaaga kutawaanya.
Yeah. Look at that foolishness. And now let me bring this guy up right here. And the reason why I'm bringing up Jesse Lee Peterson, I think he's the worst of the worst of black folks, and he's a Christian that you can have. I want you to listen to this report that this guy has. Hold on 1 second. Right here. Look at this.
Sir, you all have a celebration coming up next month. Are you not the founder of White History Month, I think, which starts in July?
Yeah, we're going to be celebrating our 4th year of White History Month in July. And the reason that we started it in July is because if you notice, July just feels white.
Yeah.
You know, it's summertime, vacation time, relaxing time, reflecting time, and appreciating the greatest country on this side of heaven.
Gotcha.
And so we are recognizing that and showing our appreciation for it.
I think it's important for people to know you're not a comedian. What you're saying, right? What you're saying, this is actually you. You do this. You're the founder of White History Month.
Yes.
You've also been very critical of Juneteenth. You have called it a fake holiday, but you are You want to make sure that everyone supports White History Month. I do want to have a policy discussion with you about the George Floyd Policing and Accountability Act. I'm going to attempt to have that policy discussion with you. Do you agree or disagree with the George Floyd Policing and Accountability Act?
I totally disagree because, as we all know, George Floyd was a black, unemployed drug addict with a criminal record. And I just
think, let's first of all, let's clear something up, sir. You really should be ashamed of yourself. You call yourself a Christian pastor. George Floyd is dead.
It's his fault.
He's dead because a cop killed him.
No, he's dead because he was a drug addict.
My question to you, and that's adverse to the evidence, by the way, what you just said. My question to you was about policy. So let me ask you, what in the policy of the George Floyd Policing Act do you disagree with?
The whole idea.
Which part of the policy, Jesse?
Blaming the cops and no responsibility
Jesse,
for the blacks.
I'm asking you, what part of the policy is written? You can find it at congress.gov. What part of the policy, sir, do you disagree with? This is a simple question.
I disagree with the whole idea of a policy.
You haven't read the policy. You haven't even read the damn policy. Come on,
I don't need to read it. I don't need to read it.
You don't need to read it. What is it about Black Lives Matter that you disagree with, fundamentally?
Black Lives Matter was founded by a bunch of fat, black, radical lesbians.
Okay.
And who
All
hate
right,
God.
Get this clown off my show. I appreciate you.
Who hate God, who hate the nuclear family.
Yeah. Listen, for those of you who wanted me to continue to engage that clown on this show, I'm sorry, I just couldn't do it. I'm only a human being. So please forgive me, okay? Sir, you all have a celebration coming up next month. Are you not the founder of...
All right, the reason why I'm playing Jesse Lee before we get to Druski, because you saying bye, right? And you hate him. You know the purpose of why he bring guests on his show? He puts on his website is to mock and ridicule the stupidest people out there. This is what Jesse Lee Peterson says. So look who he invited to his show. He invited one weirdo, this guy right here, Shaka Amos. He's on his show right here, Jesse Lee Peterson. He's on Jesse Lee Peterson because he said people with weird ideas, he wants to expose them. So Shaka Amos for the conscious community is looked on by Jesse Lee Peterson, who's a clown, who's an idiot, who's the worst of the worst of black people I know in this country. I wouldn't support this guy if he was giving me $100, 200, 300,000. I don't care what he is. He's the worst of the kind of black folks that exist in the world today. You heard him in an interview a while ago. I played it on purpose. But he invited Shaka Amos. Shaka Amos is considered an intellectual in our community, but he's presented himself as an Egyptomaniac to Jesse, and Jesse thinks he's a weirdo. Point number one. Look at point number two now. Let me get off of this guy. Let's go to point number two. Point number two is this. They brought my brother on, Captain Tazaryach, but Captain Tazaryach is not aware that he's bringing him on because he thinks Tazaryach is a weirdo. He's not bringing him on because he's a Hebrew Israelite. But again, it goes back to what I said at the beginning. Hebrew Israelites are the joke of the black community today. This is why they're being mocked. They're being mocked by white Christians, black Christians, regular folks. They're always being mocked. Look at these comments. The mental gymnastics of Israelites is astounding. Pray for them. The whole conversation when Jesse asked if you love your neighbor, meaning in this conversation, the white man, amazing. If you just go through the comments, you'll see what type of audience Jesse Lee Peterson is. He's not, there's nobody in Jesse Lee Peterson audience that's going to like Tazaryach. There's nobody there that's going to say, you know what, Tazaryach is my dude. I'm there in the audience commenting, but there's nobody there supporting Tazaryach. Tariq Nasheed is a weirdo too. Now watch this, family, and that's nothing against Tazaryach, by the way, too, because you all know me and Tazaryach is cool. But he invites weirdos on. But if you look at the Captain Tazaryach videos where he's going on these channels are really trying to mock and look at these crazy guys and what they believe. This is the purpose of putting them on these channels. is not to say, here what? These guys are progressive and I want the best for America. Ask yourself this question, right? You have Christianity, a wait and see program. And this is no disrespect to Christians. This is a wait and see program. You are waiting for Jesus to return. Why should black Christians, and by the way, to Christianity from the black church has been the biggest help for black America in the history of us since we've gotten over here, whether it's in Jamaica or whether it's over here. Ain't no other group has done more for black people than the black church. Whether we agree with their theology or not, the group and gatherings of the black church has done this. And the problem now is, whether I agree with their theology and everything, it's a wait and see program. Pretty much you're waiting for Jesus to come back to take you into your heavenly pasture. That's all it is. Shout out to the Christians. They build towns, like my brother True Story is put in the audience. They build, black Christians build towns, school, businesses. The Israelites are in the corner waiting and seeing. Facts. So now watch this, family. And let me leave this comment up for a second, by the way, by my big bro. Now watch this. The Black Panthers did not do way more than the church. If you believe that, you're in a whole nother dimension. You're not on this planet. Now watch this. You notice you said the Black Panthers done way more. Why didn't you say the Israelites? Aren't you an Israelite? Because all they're doing is mimicking the Jehovah's Witness, mimicking the black church. But the only person that benefits in these groups is the leader. Because I didn't even know this until the stuff came about Guerrilla Hebrew, that they are contributing money to this group to the point where people are collecting $200,000-$300,000 a month. This is why everybody wants to start their own camp, in my opinion, because it's beneficial financially. But ladies and gentlemen, all the Hebrew Israelites are is a remix of the black church with more of a Nation of Islam perspective. The white man is the devil, and the black people are going to be ruling over white people when God returns. The Nation of Islam pretty much teaches the same thing. The white man is the devil, and we're going to defeat and kill off all the white people on the planet Earth. It sounds good for a pro-black perspective that there is a God out there. By the way, the same God that the slave master was praying to, by the way. They're sharing the same God, which is beautiful, because the thing about being a revolutionary is, John Henry Clark says, how can you be praying to the same God as your slave master? Whether he was worshiping the God or not properly, how is he being blessed today? 3 times the amount of black people, his descendants, are getting blessed. I thought the wicked get punished, their seed gets punished for their wickedness. Where's the punishment for white folks for enslaving us? Since that's what your God teach in the Old Testament. They're waiting for judgment. So it's a wait and see all over again. So now look at this right here, family. Listen to me carefully. The Christians, whether it's white folks, black folks, Israelites, whatever, they have their New Testament. They bring Christianity to us, right? They say, hey, you got to wait. You got to believe in the Trinity or believe in oneness, whatever way you want to believe in the Bible, your interpretation, but you got to believe in Jesus Christ, right? But he's going to return and there's going to be a judgment. So you're living an upright life and praising this Jesus. That's what Christianity is. No problem. Muslims come. They said Allah is the religion to follow. Islam is the religion to follow. Allah, he's going to come back. And if you don't believe in Allah and his messenger, you won't see the hereafter. But we're going to put a little caviar on this right now. We're going to put something on this truth story. And what we're going to put on this truth story, and we're going to start a rumor that when you die, you're going to get 77 virgins. We're going to start that rumor. And that rumor now is going to sway you from your waiting for Christianity for Jesus. So not only are you waiting for Jesus too, because the Muslims are waiting for Jesus too. They don't propagate that a lot, but they waiting for Jesus too. But the thing is, I'm going to give you 77 virgins on top of you waiting. So guess who joined Islam more? It wasn't the woman. The women don't care about other women being virgins. It's the men. So I'm going to attract the men. So we're going to attract the men now. So we're going to throw that caviar on top. Come on, truth story. You know you want them 77 virgins, bro. You tired of these chicks down here on earth. So we're going to get them 77 virgins. That's what we want. So now you got the Morrison's temple. You got the Nation of Islam. You got the black church. You got Nubianism. You got all type of different groups in America. Hebrew Israelites, all type of different groups. But all of them are a wait and see program. Wait and see program. Whether you want to admit it or not, you are in a wait and see program, no matter what religion you claim. The Persian religion, which I've been studying a lot lately about Ahura Mazda, they waiting for somebody too. They waiting for somebody. So now the Hebrew Israelites now come and they say, okay, we are the chosen people of God. Okay, fine. Anybody could do that. That's fine. I could make up a religion today. I say that. But the issue is, the people used to mock black people in this country, and they mock the Christians all the time. I just show y'all on Instagram a bunch of mocking. They're laughing about these Christians and these crazy people in Africa. The guy predicting the world is going to end in September. Then he said it changed the date to October. Now he going to come with something else. Now watch this, family. The Nation of Islam has been the most successful group outside of the black church, because Elijah Muhammad, who knew the Bible back and forth, presented himself after learning from Master Farad Muhammad, who apparently was influenced by the Jehovah Witness Church. So he was going from house to house, like how Jehovah Witness going house to house. So when he's going house to house now, he met Elijah Poole, taught Elijah the Bible. Elijah started teaching this man is the devil and all of that stuff. So now you're in a segregated environment, just like Marcus Garvey was. And guess what happened? Everybody starts flocking there. They go to the church just like all the Israelites. They go to the church just like IUIC's targeting the church. They targeting the church. Hey, Pops, I'm live, okay? Okay. I'll call you back when I'm done. Okay. All right. Because, boy, if I don't answer that phone, he's going to call a million times back to back. But anyway, so with Druski now, with the Nation of Islam, at that point, what he was teaching was made a lot of sense. And I'm going to tell you why it made a lot of sense. Because there was segregation. There was black folks being mistreated by white folks in this country because of slavery and the residue of slavery and all this segregated stuff going on, and, you know, Jim Crow and all this different stuff going on. So saying that they are the devil at the time made a lot of sense, and it made it attractive to black people. But in the meantime, though, what Elijah did, the dude had a whole nationalistic agenda to the point where he had trade with Peru. He had trade with African states. He had trade with other cultures in the Caribbean. He also had a bank. He was the majority owner in a bank. Which black man in America is the majority owner of his own bank? And he did this in Chicago, and I don't know where else. But he was the majority owner. He owned farmland. They had their own food. The dude had followers out of this world, and it was outside the element of the Christian church. Outside the element. So now at this point, people are popping up because guess what? They were successful because they had Malcolm X, they had Louis Farrakhan, they had Muhammad Ali. Three of the greatest black men ever in the 20th century, and now Farrakhan in the 21st. And they all stem from the Nation of Islam. You can't go around it. And you can't go around the work that Elijah Muhammad has done for black Americans. Whether we agree with the teachings or not, whether we believe spaceships, and by the way, to the Nation of Islam is also a part of a wait and see program, because they taught us about how you had to be the proper weight to fly the baby planes. You know what baby planes are? They have the mothership, the mother plane, which is the spaceship that's supposed to be built in spaceship in what you call it? In Japan. It's being built in Japan with the proper material so that it's going to destroy the world. It's the wheel that's in Ezekiel. So the Nation of Islam is in a wait and see program too. They're in a wait and see program. So now, family, the Nation of Islam used to be on In Living Color too, being mocked. When the brother was talking all that knowledge in the jail cell, and when you repentify and you gentify, and so they was mocking the Nation of Islam. They was mocking Jehovah's Witnesses. They was mocking the black church still today. So today, the joke of the black community is no longer the black church, no longer the Nation of Islam. It's the black Hebrew Israelites. So what Druski is exposing is that you are not the joke of the community. Because if you think about it for a second, these guys who come from Western Central Africa is telling you that there's a God that's going to come with 200,000 angels that's going to come and destroy the earth, and we're going to enslave the white man in the kingdom. How are you in 2025 believing that? How? And I'm watching these guys every day and I'm laughing. And I'm like, yo, this is some crazy shit. They believe the Scythians, who are white folks, who are whiter than the most whitest folks in the past, are the people, are connected to Israelites who came over to be the tribes who are the Native Americans. Who believes this crazy shit? They believe the transatlantic slave trade is the prediction, the prophecy of Deuteronomy 28:68. So hence we are the people. Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. They believe 70 AD that Africans, that Israelites ran into Africa and ended up somehow in Western Central Africa, and that's the people that came over on the transatlantic slave trade. They believe the Assyrian exile, that the people didn't leave at that time period and go into Arzareth. They went around the 6th century BC during the Persian period, or certainly around that time. And by the way, Herodotus have the oral tradition of the Scythians, saying they were there 1,000 years before. They were there from the Bronze Age. They all describe them as white. White, skin color white. They like to be in the shade. They don't like to be in the sun. These are white folks. They get burned by the sun. But we are those people. We can't be Western Central Africans. We are ashamed of it. Ashamed of it. 99%. Let me tell you something. Druski is more popular than the Hebrew Israelites. Y'all got a promotion by him putting y'all out. But let me play this video right here real quick so that we could get into Druski. And whoever wants to join the panel and talk about it, I'm going to get into it. But I'm going to tell you right now, black folks who are Hebrew Israelites, you are the joke of the black community. And I mean it with all due respect. It's a mockery. They used to do it when I was in the Nation of Islam. They used to tease me with my bow tie. This is what One West teaches, biblical DNA. This is what they teach. Before I play the video, I just want to put a warning out there. And shout out to the Black Panthers, by the way, too. Hey, Chad, I don't have to make you not believe. It's just like the Christians. But there is nothing can progress with black people, whether it's Jamaica, whether it's here, without the black church involved. The black church has been the staple of the black community. This is why I defend them more than anything else, because of them. The black church has made more progress for black people than anybody else. Anybody else. Tariq could come, Tariq could go. Umar could come, Umar could go. Black Hebrewites could come, Black Hebrewites could go. Nation of Islam could come, Nation of Islam could go. The people that are at the forefront of black people doing stuff here in America has always been the black church. Always been the black church. Always. Let's get it right. So let me put this on the screen and play my Druski skit. Hold on a second. Here we go. Druski to the world. Here we go. Hold on 1 second again.
Black man! Black man! That's right! 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 Receive this word, white man! That's right! That's right! That's right! You celebrate Christmas, don't you, brother? Yes, you do. And it's a white holiday. White holiday! Black power! Black is power! Black power! That's right!
Hold on 1 second, family. My bad. Sorry. Press a button by accident. But I do want to put the warning stick up. Yeah, baby.
What's good, Garfield?
That's right. That's right. You celebrate Christmas, don't you, brother? Yes, you do. And it's a white holiday. White holiday? Black is power. Black is power. Black is power. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Black is power. Black is power. Oh, man. Brother, can I speak to you, please, man? Lost another. Do you feel as this is right? Yeah, it's my girl, bro. Boys, you need to come join us, bro. That's right. You need to come join us. That's right. That's right. We are not equal. We are. That's right. Our ancestors did not live for this. That's right. Poison. 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 You will not stop our brothers or sisters from the Constitution. That's right. That's right. I'd rather be in the cell than to be in hell. That's right. Free man. Free man. Free man. Free man. Free man. Free man. That's right. John in the window, chapter 16. That's right. A white man will beneath, beneath emancipated souls. That's right. That's right.
How can I help, sir?
I do not need help. I will assist myself. What form of payment for this, please?
Whatever is easy for you.
Is it because my skin is black?
We out here bringing our people back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. We do not follow rules made by white men. We do not follow rules made by white men. You are not a sister, and you will not perceive to be a sister.
I'm sorry.
That's right!
That's right! That's right!
That's right!
That's right! Who is your master? Who is your master?
What y'all doing after that? Is that the party or something? What's your name in practice?
Barley.
Bullshit. You thinking that's dope. Black man.
Black man.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Receive this word, white man.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. You celebrate Christmas, don't you, brother? Yes, you do. And it's a white holiday.
White holiday.
What's up, brother Unk in the building, man? What's up, bro?
What's going on with you, man? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. Looking at us, looking at the joke of the community, man. Looking at the joke, the real joke.
The joke.
Crazy. Craziness. I remember in the 90s, bro, when I used to wear my Nation of Islam bow tie, had my suit on. They used to mock the shit out of the Nation of Islam. They had the skit about the dude in jail and speaking words and sounding crazy. So now it's their turn. The Nation of Islam was a joke of the community. So now here it goes. Do the joke. Do the joke.
No, I think you all joke if you believe that the Nation of Islam. You weren't talking. You weren't talking.
How you doing, Thunder? I was about to respond.
Yeah, but if I got in front of you, that's it. You weren't talking.
Oh no, you don't think the Nation of Islam people used to make skits and make a joke of them?
Listen to what I'm telling you. I think that you all joke.
Okay.
If you believe that the Nation of Islam, just because people pick at the Nation of Islam that they ain't doing great work, I think that you all joke. If you believe just because people pick at IUIC that they ain't doing great work in the black community. That's it.
What's the great work? You said great. Let's keep
great
it
work.
What when you say great, you mean
great,
extravagant, out of the norm. They're just wonderful. All right.
I mean that they are.
What the great works? Can you expound on the great works?
I'm gonna expound right now.
Mm-hmm.
The great work consists of the Nation of Islam bringing out.
No. We're not talking about Nation of Islam. We're talking about IUIC. We're talking about IUIC. I could tell you what the Nation of Islam did.
Okay, all right. So all right, good. So even though you did.
Take them damn earphones off.
Even though they pixie, I'm talking and you talk. I'm talking and you talking while I'm talking.
I'm doing what you just did. How you doing, Thunder?
I love you, man.
How you doing, Garfield, and everybody in the crew? How y'all doing? I just wanted to speak to y'all.
Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
I had joined late, so I didn't know you were talking.
Nah, go ahead, it's all good. Nah,
okay, all right.
And music.
Speak.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I got you.
I come to pick up faith in you, God.
I
I
got
come
you.
to pick up faith in
Oh, you want me to talk over that? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was booing you.
Oh, IUIC is, I would say, doing this similar work as far as hopefully they are deterring black men who were on the wrong path to the right path, a more moral.
Jehovah's Witness doing that. Nothing special. What's next? What's next that they're doing? Because you said
Well,
great.
okay, fine.
Great. When you use the word great, that means if I say Thunder is great at AI and technology, that means Unc ain't as good as you, Cedric ain't as good as you, Meek ain't as good as you, and I damn it sure ain't as good as you. So
Well,
when you're doing great, that means you're great around all your peers. And
I think when you,
forgive me for calling the Israelites your peers because they're not. But
I think when you
great work. What's the great work?
I think that when you compare the numbers, the volume, and more importantly, the speed in which
what numbers?
What you mean? What numbers?
Bro, it's the same people in every state flying out, bro.
No, you wow.
What are you talking about numbers?
You are wow.
Bro, don't let these people fool you, bro. They don't have, this is why Druski, what Druski did is kind of wrong in a sense. Because he has over 4.5 million people following him on YouTube. He has millions of followers on Instagram, millions of followers on X. He's promoting them.
Let me ask you a question.
Good for them because they don't have those numbers.
Let me ask you a question.
Video?
Say it again.
No, I'm asking Govt, did he see the whole video? Because it was more to it than that what he just showed.
Oh no, I didn't see the whole thing. I didn't see the whole thing.
It's more to it. At the end, you get a white girl.
Yeah, I showed that part.
Yeah, he showed that. He showed that. Listen, you saying it just those guys. Have you ever watched a live stream of IUIC?
Yes, sir. All the time.
How many people you see in there? 100?
Hundreds of people.
Ain't no hundreds. Just last night, it was like 7,000 in the doggone thing, man.
Bro,
just last night.
By the way, the 7,000. All right, let me ask you a question. How many people went to the Million Man March?
A million. Let's just say a million.
Oh, almost 2 million. Are those members of the Nation of Islam?
Nope.
I don't know.
Stop it, Thunder. You know I was NOI, so I was in the cult too, bro. I know what it is. The numbers don't match what the actual membership is. And plus the white man, as a matter of fact, the white man don't even care about the Israelites. They're no threat to society. Anybody that believes in an Abrahamic faith is no threat to society. This is why the dude Micah that shot the cops in Texas, they started questioning Professor Griff and all those who took pictures with him because he's an outlier. He's not a part of the Abrahamic faith because we know how them niggas think. We got you trained. So you could be a Israelite and talk about you hate the white man. We love you because you're not gonna hurt us in the end. Thou shalt not kill, you won't kill us. We've trained you to believe and behave and act the way we want.
You off the subject, man. We talking about the greatness of IUIC.
Greatness. You still ain't tell me yet.
I already told you. It's a great work. If you're doing a great work, if you could turn a former drug dealer, murderer, pimp, prostitute, whatever, if you could turn them away from their evil way, that is a great work. I'm not going to have you sit up here and undermine that work. That's great work. Who are you?
Can I ask again?
Yes.
What is the great work? Because again,
I told you the great work.
Thunder, let me ask you this. You remember when we said we was going to do
stopping the person from robbing the bank? They shouldn't be doing this shit anyway, if that's the point.
Remember when we used to
it's still a great work.
What the hell's going on?
Hold on. You remember the Tuesday we said we was going to do the show about technology and all that stuff? You and Kyle?
Yeah.
All right. Now, how many people did you ever encounter outside of True Story that was familiar with the technology like you?
On this, nobody on the panel.
All right.
Maybe
is doing great work when it comes to that technology. You are great at it. So now I'm saying to you, as my brother, I'm saying to you, my brother, this is what I'm saying to you. IUIC is not doing great work. They're doing great they're doing good technology because they could put out videos and have people view it purple and it look cute. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. And plus, they're the most visual. So when they had the Kyrie Irving thing going on, they had the numbers more than ISUPK and all of them. They have more numbers than them. They have like 3,000-4,000 members coming out and all that stuff every stop. They're making a statement. When they go to Atlanta, they go to Matthew 28:19 church. They went out there for publicity. These things are publicity stunts to get members because it's a pyramid scheme. The person at the top get all the money. So to make the pyramid scheme work, you got to go to act like you're doing stuff. They're not doing anything out of the norm, bro. They might have a prison program. They might have a high school program. They might have all of that. That's everything that the church has. We don't need to reinvent the wheel.
So the church is doing a great work.
What are they doing that's different, that's out of the norm?
I didn't say different. I said great.
They're great. Nope.
I didn't say different.
No, brother. No, brother.
I didn't say different.
Great. If they are great, show me the works that they're doing that's great. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Monica Lamb, who I love so dearly.
Great work.
Look what she did. She went in South Carolina, set up a program to teach welfare moms how to work from home and get jobs from home and train them to do certain jobs on their own.
That's great work.
That's great work.
That is great work. But guess what?
Getting people jobs during the time of the COVID.
Guess what? The guy who's teaching, who's the guy in this community that's doing the tech stuff? They open up a school or whatever. Who's that guy name?
Who that? That did what?
What?
That opened up a school.
You talking the guy in Texas?
No, I think he in New York.
Come on, man.
A guy that he in this community, he opened up a school for little kids. Y'all know what? Who?
Speaking about Q-Butter.
Yeah, Q-Butter. Him. Yeah, that's great work too.
Okay, it's enough of this.
Great work.
All right, man.
Go ahead.
Somebody else talk, man.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
You notice Thunder, all right?
I said, go ahead,
Hold on. Let Unc go.
No.
Before Unc go, you notice I asked him, right? Brother Law is here. Cedric is here. Mika is here. I asked him, what is the great work? He has not. He went to Q-Butter, bro. You're killing your own argument. Why are you running?
No, I'm helping my argument because you said that Monica was doing great work. No, you said that Monica Lamb. You said that Monica Lamb was doing great work by starting that program, and I said Q-Butter was doing a great work by starting his program.
Let Unc go. Go ahead, Unc.
Let me say this. So now that we know what your barometer is, so Monica Lamb is consistent in what she does, right? On a regular basis, always helping people for real. She gave my daughter scholarship, yo.
That's a fact.
And I'm saying, like, that's some real shit, yo. Right?
It is, but Q-Butter real too.
Let me finish, bro. Don't bring up niggas' names around me, especially niggas that said they was gonna rob me, yo. So you might get him cussed out, bro. You might get him his great work. You might get him cussed out. Oh, I'm just saying though. So hold on. I didn't bring up the nigga name. I didn't bring up his name.
Listen, man, I didn't know nothing about all that stuff, bro.
I know you
don't cuss me out for something I don't know about.
I didn't say I was gonna cuss you out. I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
Cuss you out, bro. Come on, man. My point is we need to have a measuring stick. And so we all thought that the Nation of Islam and all that type of stuff early and our understanding of the world around us to trying to come into this conscious thing or whatever it was we was doing, right? We beat up the Christian church. But after you take your time, right, and really take a real comprehensive look at it, Garfield is absolutely right. The black church, yo, have done great things for the African-American community. They built an institution, yo. All right? Now, there's parts of it that's crazy as hell. We may not never believe none of that, but collectively, yo, the black church has been there. Right? So when you look at what a great work is, you look at people like Dr. Mayat, right? That has these camps, that has these STEM programs, that give away computers for marginalized communities on a regular basis. She built the program based off of what we understand as STEM. That's a great work to me, right? And so the Nation of Islam is a cult, bro. And that ain't no shade. If you run around in a purple outfit thinking you from Palestine and Judea, bro, that's not a great work. You tripping. You taking away from our greatness of who we is. I'm saying that I guess it's how everybody feel what a great work is, but it has to have some substance to it. And so that's all I'm saying. I think is a great work. You gotta have substance. It can't be based off of a lie, right? That rearranges African American history. You starting out wrong. So that's all I'm saying, though, bro. Like I'm not looking at the video and thinking that's a great work, bro.
Yeah, let me
Okay, my turn.
let me get Brother Law. Hold on a second. But before Brother Law go, because Brother Law ain't gonna stay on. He just gonna say what he got to say and be out. If they, I don't know if he's gonna say it. Let me not even say that.
Pick up the brother loud.
If they have prison programs, food and clothing drives, drug addiction programs, how aren't those good for black people? Nobody's. You see, and by the way, too, when we talk to Hebrew Israelites, we got to be very plain and clear and make it clean. We're not saying those are bad programs. We're just, that does not make it great. Hold on, Thunder, because other groups are doing the same thing.
No, I want you to say that those prison programs, food and clothing drives, drug addiction programs, etc., are not great. That's what I want you to say. Sit here and damn pussyfooting around. Say it ain't great.
Yeah, you can't lie to us too, though, bro.
Say it ain't great. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Time out. Let Brother Law go.
Oh, okay. No, we're going to come right back. No, keep that on the screen, and we're going to come right back to it.
We all come back to it. It's fine. I'll put it back up. It's not a problem.
All right. Go ahead, Brother Law.
Peace and blessings to y'all brothers and y'all families on a Sunday, man.
Peace and
love.
Peace.
I believe
Salami
it's more so.
bacon.
Nah, stuff for long, man. Bacon, man.
Yeah, stuff for long.
I believe it's, for myself, I believe it's more of a regional thing. Whereas other cults, as some people will call it, would be somewhat marginalized with the demographic of people that's in that area. I mean, prime example, Hebrew Israelites here in New York, whether it be ISUBK, other camps, we recognize them from seeing them on the corners of 42nd Street, 125th, things of that nature. Whereas in Chicago, you have the NOI that are profound, that does a lot for the communities in Chicago. Whereas in New York, the NOI they don't do as much as in the black community as they do in Chicago. So, I mean, it's a catch-22. But for the record, I don't see people or followers from the NOI as being Muslims anyway. I perceive them as
Watch it. Don't start no beef.
No, it ain't no beef. I just perceive them as being kafroons.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Just see them as being kafroons, that's all.
Yeah, that's real. They made their own shit up for real. Late. Made it up late. 1900s.
Just think, let me ask y'all brothers a question, as well as Mika, because she's on the panel. Let's just look at it from this standpoint. Do you honestly believe if Malcolm was still alive, half of these brothers that are following Farrakhan, as well as these Hebrew Israelite camps, I apologize for that. Do you honestly believe that they would still be following the camps to this day?
Yes, because nobody wasn't following Malcolm anyway.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm done with Jesus.
Yes.
That sounds
Was
crazy.
nobody following Malcolm when that man got up out of here? Nobody.
What do you mean,
yes, I do believe.
Who's Professor James Barnes? Who is he? Who is he bodyguard of?
No, I ain't talking about no bodyguard. I'm talking about I'm talking about a multi-million person following.
Talking loud, yo.
Well, that's a different parameter. You're saying that's a fallacy on your point, because now you're setting up a whole thing that he had to have $1 million following to be somebody who is following.
No, what I'm saying is we're looking at Farrakhan. He brought up Farrakhan, and he brought up. I'm saying Farrakhan's following was never going to be smaller than Malcolm following.
Yeah. He not a better. Malcolm is a better leader, yo. He got more honesty in him. Like we can see the leadership quality.
Why was nobody following? Why wasn't nobody a part of his group then?
Because he was too honest, yo. And he realized that Nation of Islam was what it was, bro.
Turn this into a Malcolm Farrakhan thing. I don't want to do that.
No. Hold on, Govt. That's not what we're doing.
It could never be that, though. It could never be that, though.
Yeah, we're not doing that though. They two different individuals, bro.
Hey, how music? If you want to, my brother, you getting emotional, throwing stones at us and saying that we haven't done anything. Why don't you come on the panel so we could tell you what?
Yeah, so I can read my resume to you. I already know you're a pseudo. Don't play with me. I'm in these streets.
If you
Yeah,
have
don't
a
play with
problem,
me.
all right. Now, hold on, Mika. Hold on 1 second. Who's talking, Mika? Go ahead, Mika. Your turn anyway. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
you want me to
bang out?
Topic. Like the foolishness that I see going around, knowing that this doctor scammer is around, and then you trying to scam. You know what that makes you. You know what I'm saying?
Who a doctor scammer? What you talking about?
Scammer that's going around that's scamming people that he's a doctor and selling books, and the information he's giving out is a scam, and then y'all money off the scam. It's crazy to me. I just have to get that off my chest.
Who's their name? What's their name, Mika? What's their name?
Hold on, guys. Cedric, go ahead, Cedric.
What they talking about though? Y'all gonna say
Nigga just crashed out.
Shout out to Stinky Inky, Minister Doctor.
Oh, Inky?
We're not going to go off topic right now. We're going off topic.
Let me get back to the topic. I came up here to address both Garfield and my good brother. Now, because
how you doing, man?
I know that you know better and you understand human agency. And when you continuously promote the black church and never preface that we were forced into that situation by means of slavery, now we can't give this book no real credit because it's the result of slavery that we had this one instrument to free us. Human ingenuity, giving agency to an abstract entity as a church takes away human agency. And if we're promoting black people, we need to start talking about those individuals in those churches that actually did the work. That's all I'm saying.
That's a lie. You just lied all through that. You just lied all through that.
Everybody mute up. Let's get
I'm trying to. Something wrong with them.
Druski, you better watch out, because the Yahweh Shemel Shai might drop your big ass in a grave. Okay?
On October 29th, 2025, Druski would upload another controversial skit. And this skit in particular was mocking the Black Hebrew Israelite community. And the Black Hebrew Israelite community that he was mocking is called IUIC, Israel United in Christ. And when he uploaded the skit, this happened.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And in Leviticus chapter 16. That's right. A white man look beneath.
There is Druski mocking the loud street preaching, marching stance of some in the Hebrew Israelite community. Now, not everybody thought it was funny, even though I did.
Got him.
Even your boy Myron got involved in his criticism.
Druski, here's my challenge to you, bro. Number one, I want to see you do 30 push-ups without your stomach hitting the ground. That's number one.
Damn.
But he would continue.
Number two, I want to see your fat ass go ahead and make a video on the real Israelites, if you know what I'm saying. Not these stupid ass monkeys.
Damn.
I want to see you do a parody on these. Well, we know this won't. He live in LA. He know what time it is.
So the first point of contention is that Druski is afraid to mock the real Jews or the people in power. You will not mock, the white Jews in Los Angeles or the ones that control Hollywood, because you know what would happen. And this is a theme in the Hebrew Israelite doctrine, or just the doctrines all around. They all have different camps, just like any other religion. Not all Hebrew Israelites agree on the same theology. But one thing is true, is that the blacks or Black Americans are the true Jews, okay? This is something that is paramount to the thinking and understanding widely of what is going on. And this is historical.
We have to remember one thing I think is very important, that the white Jews that we see today have no bloodline connection with the Jews of the biblical period. They were converted to Judaism in Europe and in Russia. They were converted and have no bloodline connection with the black Jews who make up the biblical Israel that the Bible writes about and of which Jesus was a part. But what happened to the black Jews? The black Jews are still in existence. They're black Jews in America. They're black Jews all over Africa. They're black Jews in Palestine. They're black Jews everywhere.
That is the legendary Reverend Albert B. Cleage, one of the greatest black pastors of all time. And so it just shows you that this ideology about blacks being the true Jews is not new. This ideology has been there for an entire time. However, here is my criticism of the argument, and this includes people who are black Hebrew Israelites and even those who are not Hebrew Israelites. Instead of focusing on who we are as a lineage in developing what we are, this is clearly what you see.
You people wake up and put a mask on every day, and you run around in a holy place, and you're the biggest sinners on earth. Deplorable. I'm talking about Satan couldn't have made nobody his children lower. You are the base nation of people, so-called Caucasians. God calls you the base nation in the Bible.
You have this particular brother who earlier in the video said he was going to crash out because he wanted to call out Israelites or the white Jews. And so he makes his video and he's making his points. Some of these are insults. And this is kind of what I see with a lot of the blacks that talk about we are the real Moors. We are the true Jews. It is us, not them. What happens is the most that we typically get across with this Hebrew Israelite or blacks are the real Jews ideologies are insults towards somebody else. And again, I understand that people don't like what is now the Israelites, right? And I get that. And I understand the points of that. But the idea is, what does it produce? It produces what? Okay. If we have the true identity and the other person has a false identity, then the truth, if it is working, will stand on its own. That's the idea. And this is what you typically get from the people in the Hebrew Israelite community. And this is why it's so easy to mock brothers in the Hebrew Israelite community, because of stances like this, right? This is stuff they preach out in the street, and it could be right or wrong. But what happens is you don't get a whole lot of development from these types of sermons or ideas. And this guy is not a Hebrew Israelite. What I've shown you is you will hear stuff like this, okay? Then what you will also hear in the case of black Hebrew Israelites is debates.
Remember, Helen Thomas was a news reporter, Washington, D.C. for like 50 years. And she said, y'all should go back home. And they asked her, they said, where's home at? She said, Poland, Russia, and Germany. They fired her that night.
So
that's
a couple
where
things.
you guys from. Y'all are not originally from the Middle East.
I actually have family from Spain. We are originally from the Middle East,
Spain is
but
not
also
the Middle East.
But also, my question to you is, what?
You said Spain like that was Middle East.
I'm
You
saying
lost
that
the
it's
point
not.
for that.
Now, this is the brother, Captain Tazaryach. I've actually had an opportunity to interview him. He's actually debating the, as he would say, the so-called Jews. And right now, he's killing the person in the debate. He's telling the guy, you guys moved, to the Middle East. You're not from there. The guy says he's from Spain. And Tazaryach says, well, that's not Middle East.
Got him!
And then it continues.
But how did the Jews get to Europe? We just
No, the
sprouted?
bigger question is, how did y'all get to Israel?
Okay.
But, historically, y'all wasn't looking for Israel first. Y'all went to Haiti, y'all went to South America, y'all was looking in Africa, y'all was looking anywhere to go.
If you look
originally.
If
If
you
you
look
go
at-
back to the Belfort Act and all of that y'all did, that's why y'all have that one Palestine, because you broke every treaty that you even had with the Palestinians.
That's a whole separate conversation.
No, it's you're asking, how did you get this? So y'all was thank you. So y'all was in Germany having war with another set of white people, because y'all all white. Y'all, they went, America fights for y'all, and then they like, where are we going to place these people? And so again, if you look historically, they was going to place you in South America, they was going to place you in Haiti, they was going to place you in Africa. And then the Palestinians welcomed y'all with open arms, thinking that y'all was only going to bring a certain amount of people.
I got to interrupt for a second. House music, I'm going to get to you in a second, okay? Hold on, everybody mute up. Everybody mute up. I want to say this to everybody. The reason why you believe what you believe is because you guys don't know history. And what happened is, what he's saying, Captain Tazaryach has no idea what he's saying. The guy who is talking, remember this though, they believe in the Khazarian theory. They don't know nothing about what happened after.
Garfield, we supposed to be talking about this critter stuff and the greatness.
Let me finish, because this is actually on my agenda today. But let me just say this real quickly to make it real fast for everybody else. Tazaryach is wrong. When you see a Jew that's light-skinned, remember, I don't believe that the Jews in the days was white. There's nobody that believes that. Just like we don't believe the Egyptians are white. Nobody believes that. Nobody teaches that. But how they got light skin is another issue, because those medium tone or dark skinned Jews that moved to Spain or moved to Europe are sleeping with white women. That's the key. They didn't bring their wives with them. So when you go to G.S.D. Goldstein's book, Medieval Travelers, he talks about men who are divorcing their wives, riding back to Babylon and say, hey, I'm not coming back. Because if you're a merchant, you don't bring your wife with you. You normally go by yourself. So now when you look at 70 AD, you look at what happened after 70 AD, they're saying that the people scattered. But the point of the matter is, we have archaeology in the 2nd and 3rd century showing over 12 to 13 different synagogues or temples being built by the actual people that lived there. After the Bar Kokhba revolt, you still have the Mishnah, which documents people building temples, over 28 different communities. They act like the people vamoosed. They were building synagogues between the 3rd and the 7th century in Beit, Alpha, Hamath, Tiberias, Naran, etc. These date to the 4th to the 6th century CE. So they're saying that the people left there and went into Africa, right into West Africa, is not true. The people were still in the land up until now. They might not have been the same amount of the population, but even if you look at the records, because when the Muslims came in the 7th century, who was helping them to beat the Byzantine Empire? It was the Jews. They were right there. You have the Geniza documents that's recording Jewish communities in Jerusalem, Ramleh, Ashkelon, Tiberias. And what happened is, if you go to the New Testament, it tells you exactly where the Jewish communities are, and one of them was in Spain. So when the guy said he descends from the people in Spain, he's making the guy didn't explain it himself properly, because some of these guys are not debaters. But the fact of the matter is, they can prove that who they are to a continuous genealogy from probably from 2,200 years ago. And it's crazy. When you ask the African American, can you trace your roots back? You stop right in the slave trade, because you don't know which town you came from or your community or who your relatives there. So you can't really trace your roots back. But none of the roots of the West African tribes trace back to Israel. So that's how you know where you come from. But when somebody wants to steal an identity, and let me get to something else important.
I want to say something before
Hold on, sis. Hold on. You have continuous Jewish communities in Jerusalem from the 1st century. This is my bottom line, and I could prove it. The bottom line is, even with the Babylonian Jews stayed there for over 2,500 years. They're doing Sabbath. They have a language that's repleted with biblical Hebrew. These are people who descend from the people who Nebuchadnezzar put in the land and gave them income-producing land. So we know, so those Babylonian Jews that went back to Israel, are they fake? The shit don't make no sense. And you know what's great about the Jewish community? There's a certain genetic trait they have, because they're endogamous. Endogamous means that they sleep with one another. They don't sleep with people outside the community. So the same diseases that they have are genetic traits continue to it's at a larger portion in Jewish communities in Babylon and Persia than anywhere else in the world. Certain genetic traits that they have. So you could tell these communities were endogamous. They would sleep with their cousins. That's why they got all these homes for people with developmental disabilities, because sometimes when you sleep with your cousin, your brain might not function the same way as how somebody who would function. So that's why they built all these homes. Paul Warburg, Felix Warburg, who loaned money to Hitler, those people are the ones that's building these homes in America and in Canada and Jamaica and the West Indies for their family members who were sleeping with each other and ended up having kids who have disability or deformed. So these people have a culture for over 2,000 years. How are you gonna say that they're fake because of skin tone? That don't make no sense. And then the hypocrisy is, and Thunder is gonna agree with me, They all claim the Lemba Jews. And the Lemba Jews, they claim that they are Jews based off of genetics, which is the J1 marker. It's crazy. But anyway, let me get back to the video, play the finish, and then y'all could get back into it.
Before you get back to the video, because to me, the way you sound is like they can't go to an African, they can't go to a black person, but they will go to a European, and that's how they connected. That's how you be sounding.
They can't. That's crazy. They go to where the known communities are, sis. Whether it's in
so
Egypt,
they wouldn't.
It's in Libya. They got Egypt communities. They got Maghrebi Jews.
No,
how you think they aligned the genetics? They go to communities where they know historically Jewish communities were in Egypt, in Libya, in Morocco. They go to Spain, Portugal. They go to the places where they are known to have been.
Okay, so why it's so hard for you to let a dark-skinned black person be a Jew? Like, it's so hard.
Who said it's hard for a dark-skinned black person to be a Jew?
How they get lighter, they from Spain and all that stuff you was
what? It's the reality though. What about the Djerba Jews, like what the biblical DNA does put? You see, this is the problem. You're still caught up with skin tone. If you notice, I said, hold on. What did I say at the beginning? I said, I don't believe original Jews were Europeans. That's to ease the pain of the people that deal with color. I don't believe original Egyptians were white people, Europeans. I don't believe the Israelites were white people. I don't believe Edomites were white people, as we call them here in America. You see, that's the problem. I don't care about the color of the Jew. I just care about what you can prove where you're from. And black people in America has no, well, I won't say none of them, because you have people who came over who weren't slaves, who are attached to Sephardic Jews, black Jews. They could trace their roots back to those people, but they want to be cursed and be a part of the slave trade. That's the problem, because there's tons of Jews that were black that's over here. Tons of Jews.
Okay, just say that. Okay.
Tons of Jews, but they're not a part of the transatlantic slave trade. Look at the guy that I interviewed.
Say that. Hold on, whoa. Say that again. Tons of black people that was Jews. What you talking about? You double talk. You double talk.
It's not a double talk.
No,
Black
yeah, what do you mean? Hold on, whoa. What do you mean black, bro?
Also ex-slaves.
No. Come on, man. Let me hear what he's saying.
There are tons of people who were slaves, who were manumissioned by their master, came over here not on the slave trade. So they would bring their slaves with them. That's in the book called by the guy that we interviewed, Soul of Judaism. It's
you're saying that. Say that again. Manumissions. Explain what that means.
That means after 7 years of being a servant under their household, you can be released and be freed. So
how was they Jews though?
Because they converted.
Oh, thank you. So I was just trying to get that out you, brother.
Yeah.
So I just want to let you know. I want to let you know that the conversation you just had for the last 20 minutes is over everybody's head. That's why Mika responded the way she did. Now, I think just now you brought some clarity to it. I'm going to be quiet. Go ahead.
And let me just add a caveat, because in Europe at that time it was illegal to have slaves. So when these traders would come into Europe, for example, the Jordan, they would have to convert their slaves to keep them in their household or free them. So that conversion was even forced to maintain them in servitude.
All right, cool. Let me finish playing this video. But I just wanted to add that the 70 AD argument is a fallacy of them saying that the tribes of Benjamin, Judah, and Levi came over on the transatlantic slave trade, and the rest of the people are Scythians, connected to the Scythians. The Scythians. These niggas are crazy.
Golfer, you're not talking to people that's historically
in
literate.
certain other areas, and then what did y'all do? Like white people do, broke the treaties and just decided we're going to take more and more and more and more land from them.
Now, he comes with a very logical debate answer to this, one that I cannot argue against. He's very well read on the subject. He understands the subject more than the guys that are there, and they can't see him, right? Kudos for this community. And then you see Captain Tazaryach, and you see how he's dressed in his religious wear, right? And I like Captain Tazaryach. But from the outside looking in, for a person that has this amount of knowledge, or groups that have this amount of knowledge, what people are going to say is, okay, what are the results of this knowledge? That's what people are going to say. Because if the results from the knowledge was there, it'd be very difficult for Druski to mock it.
He's right,
And that's the idea. Don't get me wrong. a lot of the Hebrew Israelite teachings that I hear I see, because, I'm in Africa. We have a lot of Black American Hebrew Israelites in the Pan-African community, and I have a little bit of a beef, to be honest, with some of them, and they don't like me. Some of them don't, right? But what they teach about the Black culture, about the knowledge of self, who you are as an individual, it's very similar to what you hear from Nation of Islam groups, North American Moorish groups, 5% Nation groups, but with the spin on their theology. And I can appreciate it. But you can have these debates all day, and if nobody sees what you do works in the community, if they don't see that your ideology produces jobs, it produces better environments for the women and men in your community, what they see is these guys that have this religious wear on,
That's
going
Garfield.
outside street
He's talking
preaching,
about you.
and you're just a spectacle. Woo! You may not see it like that. You may think that you're preaching the truth, and you very well might be. But to other people, it's not serious. That's the ideology. And the Hebrew Israelites that do the street preaching, they don't understand that to other people, you're not serious because of the lack of the results that you don't produce with whatever you're teaching about. That's why it's so easy to mock these guys, all right? Then the Hebrew Israelites themselves come after Druski.
And for Druski to do this, it's just show you that we at the end. This man is mocking, the Heavenly Father, what he has set up.
Now, this guy says that, you're mocking what the Heavenly Father has set up. Again, I don't really know how true this statement is. He's a Hebrew Israelite. He's entitled to his own opinion. But he himself says that, listen, you're mocking us. And he's not in the IUIC, but you're still mocking our movement. And God has set this up. What people are going to ask is, where is the proof? I mean, because you guys go out there on the streets and you challenge everybody else's ideology. You're just like the Jehovah's Witnesses. You challenge their ideology, and then you want them to stop what they're doing to join you. And then when they join you, then what happens? That's the problem with a lot of the Black religions. People stop whatever they're doing, come over to you. And again, they have organized buildings, organized churches. They have things they do in the community. Some of them may have schools. And then you say, okay, well, that's false doctrine. You come in and join us because we are a part of, as they say, the Most High, right? And then you go into the Most High. Now, again, just because you're part of a large church doesn't mean that it's holy. But then it is your job to prove that you are the truth based on the results of the fruits that you deliver. And then he gets personal.
Best believe Druski's going to have a great judgment in this upcoming days, man. All right. His big fat ass want to make jokes and be funny. All right. It's all right. The Lord's going to show you what's funny.
Got him!
He's saying that Druski is, fat and all this stuff. And I mean, he's just taking things personal now, right? But then this is something that he said.
All right. And this is why the elder apostles always get on this camp IUIC. You fucking marching and, it's all entertainment. All right. Look what's going on. But see, at the same time, the Lord is giving the publicity, towards the gospel.
So he said something interesting. The other elders of other branches of the Hebrew Israelites criticized them for being spectacles. And I'm talking about IUIC in Bishop Nathaniel, the Israel United in Christ. These guys are probably the largest ones. We've even interviewed him on Kinganda. His people reach out all the time so that he can get more exposure or they can get more exposure. But they are the biggest spectacle and they're everywhere. They street preach even in Uganda. They street preach in Kenya. So it shows that either there's some level of jealousy between the other people in camps in the Black Hebrew Israelite community, or they don't like how they do things. So if you guys don't like how they do things,
he's right,
Again, it is a big spectacle. Most religions that go outside and have to preach outside in an argumentative way on speaker, it shows one thing. You don't do anything else of value. Woo! If you were out there feeding the homeless, if you were out there feeding the community, if you were out there doing the things of the scriptures, you would not need to yell outside. And so when somebody mocks the fact that this is your ideology and this is what you're trying to do, if you're a street preaching, you know, just basically yelling at people and calling them out all day, making noise, then again, you're going to get made fun of. Because if this is your version of the truth, then by default, you don't do much else. Now, you may do much else, and I just don't know about it, but we definitely don't see that. What we see is this: yelling, screaming, arguing, and these are the clips that'll go viral. And this is what you want to go viral. And so this is what you preach. This is what you put out there. And so when people see this, you got an attitude. Here's my suggestion to all of the Most Highs or the Hebrew Israelites. If you don't want people to make fun of you, stop doing what you're doing, okay? Because I thought it was funny. A lot of other people thought it was funny. And I like Hebrew Israelites. There's some I like, you know. Some of them are involved in some of these African land scams over here. Woo! But I'm going to deal with y'all in a minute. The ideology is this. If it was somebody else getting made fun of, a Baptist preacher, the Nation of Islam, you would think it's okay. And scams over here, okay? Because I thought it was funny. A lot of other people thought it was funny. And I like Hebrew Israelites. There's some I like, you know. Some of them are involved in some of these African land scams over here. On what you're doing, okay? Because I thought it was funny. A lot of other people thought it was funny. And I like Hebrew Israelites. There's some I like, you know. Some of them are involved in some of these African land scams over here. Woo! But I'm going to deal with y'all in a minute. The ideology is this. If it was somebody else getting made fun of, a Baptist preacher, the Nation of Islam, you would think it's okay. The reality is nobody probably 100% is the truth. We all have certain truths, and just get over it, man. You guys did it to yourself by the way you handle things outside. And again, I thought it was funny, and I do like Hebrew Israelites. I believe that a lot of the brothers that I see them actually, they have buildings, they have infrastructure. The other guys I don't see have infrastructure in Africa, but those guys I do see it, right? And they're probably the most successful guys. But again, everybody can be made fun of, man. And like you guys said, he is basically advertising for y'all. I mean, if somebody wants to join up with the Hebrew Israelites, well, now you have a great opportunity because Druski just shouted you guys out. And although it may have made fun of what you do, it has then brought people to quote unquote the so-called truth. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I appreciate you for all that you do.
All right, let's get to Brother Law real quick. Brother Law, go ahead, my brother. Brother Law, the floor is on you, my brother.
Yes, I was basically waiting for Thunder to finish speaking what he was saying in regards for Malcolm not being as more prolific and more charismatic.
I don't want to go down that route because that's going to take us off topic, and we're going to be on that for like 45 minutes. Because
No, we're not. Let me say one sentence. I can say one sentence and be done with it.
Okay.
When Brother Malcolm was shot and killed, how many people was in his following?
Yeah,
it was a number of people. I'm gonna tell you why I say that, because a lot of folks from the Nation of Islam transferred over to him, just like how with Hakah and Guerrilla Hebrews. Some people left Guerrilla Hebrews camp and joined Genesis. So there were people that left, especially the New York and the New York base. They joined.
Guerrilla Hebrew had more people.
You know what, Thunder? I'm gonna fight you when I see you.
Do you understand how many people Guerrilla Hebrew got under his?
You said you had one sentence.
No, he did not, bro. No, he did not. Stop it, bro. No, he did not. That is not true. That is not true. He had two organizations. He had Muslim Mosque Incorporated, and he had the Organization of African American Unity. There's two organizations. He had way more numbers than Guerrilla Hebrew.
How many people was in them?
Nah, man, you jumping forward. You being funny now.
I ain't being funny.
You are because yeah.
I ain't never heard of a black person in any one of those organizations you just named.
No, you being funny.
That's exactly.
You being willfully ignorant. You being willfully ignorant.
Was his writer? What are you talking about?
You gotta slow down. You gotta slow down. Wait a minute, yo. Everybody got to slow down, yo, because it was Malcolm that built them numbers in the Nation of Islam. Everybody knows that, bro. So
Indeed.
when he
No,
make
we
the
don't.
switch, man, I'm not cutting you. I ain't got it today, bro. I
Let's
don't
leave
feel like doing
Malcolm
it.
alone. Man.
Let me listen.
Elijah
I'm not,
Muhammad made those numbers.
man. It
No,
did not. You can get
there
on the
wouldn't be no
Wikipedia page.
Farrakhan if it wasn't for Malcolm.
Let me just finish my point. I'm simply saying that the brother was making a transition. He was learning like all of us was learning. So as he was transitioning, people was coming with him. If he had a chance to plant his daggone feet, we recognize the leadership qualities that the man had, the honesty, the connection back to Africa. Islam, like pure Islam, if you want to say it. Recognize humanity, talking to John Henry Clark, getting historically accurate. I'm saying that's like me getting killed 20 years ago, bro. You gotta get a nigga a chance to grow, bro. That's all I'm saying. If he would have grown based off of the qualities we seen in him, he would have been dynamic. I don't think he would have been none of that. I just think he just been an honest, true, dynamic leader in our community. That's what I'm saying. You could just see it. I rest my case.
For sure.
All right.
I don't see him as honest at all.
All right,
Oh
that's fair.
man,
That's
man.
fair. No, now you getting off the
No,
subject.
no.
Nah,
He
nah,
just
nah,
want to
nah.
do the Uncle
Hold
Ruckus.
on,
He just want to do the Uncle Ruckus.
hold on, brother Law.
I
He
do
doing the
know.
Uncle Ruckus now.
What?
I
finish,
do.
Uncle
finish.
Ruckus.
Let him finish his point. Yeah. Let him finish his point.
Who took that DNA test? He was triple African, remember? Well, I tell
Go
you,
ahead, Thunder.
Hey,
Finish your point. Finish your point.
hey,
that's
listen.
funny.
That man sold out the NOI.
What?
He sold out the NOI. He turned his back.
Let him finish. Let him
See,
finish.
yeah, he did. You know it. He turned his back on Elijah. He turned his back on the NOI, his teachings. He did all that stuff. Y'all can call him our brother-in-law. You know I'm
Thunder
right.
don't even believe
Hold
what
on a
he
second.
said.
Hold
You
on a
know I'm
Thunder
right.
don't
Hey,
believe what
Mika,
he
hold on
said.
one
He's
second, Mika.
swallowing the words. He don't even
You know
believe
I'm
what he
right.
said.
Hey,
He don't
pause,
even
pause,
believe what
pause,
he said.
pause, pause. How's music? You want to say something, brother? Go ahead. You've been waiting for a
That
while.
is
Go ahead,
funny
man.
as hell, yo.
How's music? What's up? How's music? What's up?
You hear me? You hear me?
Peace and love, brother. What's up?
Peace, peace. You could just cover 1 second. I need to bathroom. Really bad.
Oh, you gotta get out the
Hold
bathroom.
on 1 second.
Let me mute you up. Let me
Come
get.
on, bro. Get it right over there, G. What you doing?
In the bathroom.
Damn.
Let me put
Too
it down.
much information. Pause.
Listen, what do you guys think about what Druski said at the end, though? We're not talking about the land
About
scam.
what?
I noticed he threw that in there. That they got land
Oh,
scam.
no, I ain't studying him, bro.
Yo, he's crazy.
He
He's crazy.
biased. He biased. Whoever that was biased. I can't.
He's
You
not
can't listen
biased.
to me.
He loved them because he didn't want me to advertise my book on his channel. So he's very biased towards the Hebrew Israelites. He is. He is very biased towards them. He gave up. I'm surprised at what he said. I'm very surprised at what he said.
Hey, so Garfield, I want you to know that you're in a weird situation. You're in the same situation I be in. All the information you got, talking the way you talk, you gotta have like prerequisite courses. To even understand what you were saying. No, I'm telling listen, bro. You got the shit all laid out. You've been doing it for years. Nobody in this community do that way, right? And the real critique and historical analysis definitely comes from this channel on that. And so you think that all the stuff you said leading up to what Mika said was sharp. I'm saying that 99% of the people listening didn't know what the hell you were saying. And I'm saying is take one item at a time. That's what I gotta learn. It's one item and it's 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. C spot run. Trust me with this, bro. Right? Like motherfuckers thinking that a scientific quote unquote theory, yeah, I'm saying, of Charles Darwin is incomplete. So what is it that I'm saying that they're not getting? What is it that you're saying that they don't get? You're strictly saying that, wait a minute, based off geography, African Americans would not be Palestinians and Judeans.
Easy.
How do you get us to that point? By taking one of your items and teach on that shit for a week. That's how you do it. You got to bring the people where you at, bro. Like, that shit is prolific, you be saying, bro. Like, all the experts run to the community. Like, the experts I add on the channel. You ain't got them experts, bro. Like, who doing that though, Garfield? It's only a certain amount of people I respect around this motherfucker, yo. And you one of them. Who bringing the experts? And guess what they did when you brought the experts in all subjects? They do tomatoes at us. Oh, you going to the white man? Oh, yo, they anti-intellectuals, bro. So you know the way you deal with anti-intellectuals, yo? 1, 2, 3, because they idiots, bro. And they ignorant. Not because a lot don't want to be, because the shit that you talking about, I'm talking about, is way college level over their head, doctor degree. So give them the 1, 2, 3 moving forward, yo. That shit prolific you be talking about. I'm in right there, yo.
I'm stuck on
Hey
my
Cedric,
and I'm not moving.
Hey Cedric, you don't understand neither. I'm be honest with you, yo. You came on here and talked about the belief system of Christianity. That's not what we was actually talking about.
Hey, hold on one second,
You
guys.
didn't hear what I was saying.
I heard you. I heard you.
No, you didn't hear what I was saying. If you
How's
say
music?
that,
You up, bro?
you say
All right, we're
that.
gonna pause that. Hey, we're gonna pause that. We're gonna get it after he finished. We're gonna get right here and get back into it. That's a good point. Let's see.
How's music? How's
So
music?
yeah, I'm at the plantation right now. I had to cut out, so that's what my excuse was. Let me run to the bathroom real quick. So I know I offended a couple of y'all saying that y'all throwing stones in a house of conscious glass.
No, you didn't.
So that's what you invited me up for. You said you were gonna run down everything y'all accomplished.
Yeah.
Then I just wanted to make a point that me and Unc, we had a little dialogue, and everything that Garfield just said as far as pertaining to Maghribi, Mizrahi, Kurdish Jews, you can ask Brother Ngozi. I actually have a Y chromosome that connects to all of these regions, Palestinians, Lebanese Christians, all of that. But for some reason, Unky couldn't accept it. It hurt his spirit. He was really upset about that. But
whose theory?
Iron Age period.
Who hurt? Who was hurt by that?
Unc, I felt like when I called in, I was saying, "Oh no, you can't do that. You can't prove it." And it's like,
bro, do you hear me
when you were just saying it about all of these things, he didn't give you no pushback until you said, "Oh, some black people connect to it."
J2? What are you, J1 or J2?
No, I'm haplogroup T.
Haplogroup what?
T.
Oh, T. Okay, all right, that's what's up. So what's the problem?
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem. I'm just making a point that there are outliers. There are, especially amongst Hispanic people. I'm not black, so I'm not making the black argument. But amongst Hispanics, that we do have Sephardic lineages.
Hold on.
He playing golf, Phil. He playing, bro. He playing in the middle of the street with the cars going 100 miles an hour.
I want to hurry up and get him out of here. But where are you from?
I have a Puerto Rican ancestry.
So in Puerto Rican ancestry, you do know there is Jews and white folks and other people that intermingle with Puerto Ricans. So what's the problem?
Of course. Right. What's the problem, bro?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's the problem?
All right, move on, bro. Hey, by the way, do you claim to be a part of a tribe?
I would say, from what I studied, I claim to have, this is what my claim is. I have a common ancestor with the ancient Israelites. I'm not saying I'm a direct ancient Israelite. I'm just saying through my paternal line, I could trace back to the ancient land.
I like that. I like that.
You smart.
Yeah, I could trace back to the ancient. I could connect to ancient Israel. Not everybody can do that. They claim to be Jews, but there are some of us that can actually do it.
I like that.
You Ephraim, bro. You Ephraim.
No, it would be more Naphtali, either tribe of Naphtali. I would say, due to the archaeology, or even the northern Israel,
like too far
around the region of Dan, possibly. But me myself, I couldn't say I'm directly because I culturally, I have not. Somebody else lived it, and I'm a modern person today.
Nah, you doing too much, bro.
Time out. Somebody in the audience said that you're lying, but let me just say this to you carefully. I think you're a Jew. That's it.
No, you gotta stop.
No, I have some Jewish ancestry. I have North African ancestry on my ancestry, 23andMe. I do have some Sephardic. I do have Levantine, but me directly, I'm majority Southern European.
You don't understand the DNA test you was reading.
How's music? Your family came from Europe, right? To Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah, they came from Iberia, from what I believe.
What the Jews went
No,
to
but what he
Jamaica, Sean
believes,
Paul.
God, bro, you just playing
He
with
got the
this
same
man.
lineage like Sean Paul and them. It's no different.
Hey, yo, is you playing?
Hey,
God,
Sound
Phil, you
Music, I
serious?
appreciate you, bro. We need to do a show together one day with me, you, and Ngozi, all right?
So
And
the truth
I just wanted to
marker.
make one final point.
Really?
At the Abel Beth Makkah site, we have found kosher sinks, 2 kosher sinks. We have found the jacks. They gave us jacks with kosher bones.
Where?
Abel Beth Makkah.
Where's that?
That's in northern Israel.
Oh, but let me ask
This
you
was
this.
the Iron Age.
Hey, Garfield, so you let that man call my name out, yo, and don't let me say nothing to him, bro. That's how you
No, but let me just
but
finish.
that's
I
how
got
you doing that,
one
though,
last
yo.
point, real quick.
Hold on.
One last point. I just
But
wanted
that's
to
how you
make.
doing that, though, yo.
Time out.
Can I?
One
All
last
right, you
question.
ain't tell him time out, though.
One last question. You go. Hold on.
The fuck,
What is
man?
your order summon? What's your order summon?
Man, my autosomal would be like 10% Native American, 10%, I would say, North African, Middle Eastern,
Crazy as shit.
like 5% West African, and then Southern European, heavily.
You got West African in there. I don't feel comfortable right now with this conversation, man. Well, anyway,
Let me just make my final point.
We heard all your points.
I got one last point is that at Abel Beth Makkah, we have found a Yahwistic
we heard all your
inscription.
points, bro. Let me make a point. We heard about the fake
You're cutting
things
me
you
off.
talking about.
We have a
I'm not
Yahwistic
cutting you off. You was
inscription
done.
on a pottery jar.
What the
There's a Yahwistic inscription that dates and
Is
it's
that what you doing,
specific.
yo? You didn't bring some fake sinks, yo?
What do you want to
Really?
ask? What do you want to ask him?
I don't want to ask him nothing. I'm saying is he lied on my name, bro. I'm saying
I said I was
let
on
me
your show
fucking talk,
at the
nigga.
time, and I
Let
was
me
giving
talk,
Ngozi his
bro.
flowers.
Man, let me talk, bro. I'm saying, first of all, you're a zealot. That's first point. Second point, bro, I can pull up my DNA test for everybody, and I got markers from all over the place. I'm saying you're mischaracterizing the test, bro. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You're not from ancient Israel. That's the whole damn point. Everybody, your cousins on planet Earth, everybody is connected, bro. So that point you're making is non-mute, and you playing it, and you're using it against people who are ignorant. So pull up that damn test, and I'm gonna pull up my test, and that's how we gonna get it in. Don't talk me to death, and get back on the plantation and get out that bathroom before you get in trouble.
Yo, you stupid, yo. Let me get this.
Hey, yelling in the bathroom. I don't want him to lose his job. Yelling in the bathroom.
Hey, Dub, what's up, Dub? Dub, you
Not
up?
much. How's it going?
What's on your mind, my brother?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about IUIC and how they do good things. I have a question though. Let's say, is it morally correct to tell people lies and get a positive gain from it, even though you're lying to people?
Nope.
Yes. The ends justify the means. Yes.
Oh, they crazy, yo.
So if they lie and say they're Israelites and they lie and they still
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on. No thunder. Listen to the hypothetical.
I heard your hypothetical.
He just gave a hypothetical. He said,
I know, I heard it. Let's go with it.
They're lying and they're still taking people out of the jail cells and cleaning them up and whatever. Isn't a lie a lie?
Yes, it is. But you said the ends justify the means.
The ends justify the means. What are you
Yes.
talking about?
Let me ask you a question.
If I steal your identity, right, and I use your credit cards, right, and your credit cards allow me to finish college, I use your credit card and pay for my college. Is that justify the means?
No, because you caused the harm to me.
That's what they're doing. They're stealing.
No, you caused the harm to me.
No, because I stole your identity. I used your credit card.
You used my credit card. You done ran my credit score up. Yeah, you caused the harm to me. That ain't good.
So when I pay for the product and I'm
Let me ask you a question.
Does the end justify the means?
Let me ask you a question.
Hypocrisy, bro. Come on.
Let me ask you a question. All right. Now, you have a husband been married for 3-4 years. His wife, they're not in the best of places, right? He's thinking about leaving. He's having second thoughts, etc. When that wife asks him, when he tells his wife that he loves her, you know what I'm saying? He's doing that for the sake of both of them. He may not believe that. He may be lying. He may hate her, but he's saying for the kids, for the good of the marriage, let me just say, I love this person so that I ain't got to get no child support, blah, blah, blah. It's all kind of stuff that's on the board at that point.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? So he lied to the woman, but it caused no harm to anybody. That's my point.
That's way off.
That's a good example. That's a fine example, right?
Yeah.
But the reasoning, two things that I find wrong with it. One is he does say that, and he knows that at one point he did love her, or hopefully that's the case. Because if that's not the case, then there is damage that was done.
Right. He
Right
did
from the
love
very
her. Yes.
beginning. Okay, so for him to just go, you know what? We might not be solid right now, but I know I married you for a reason, so therefore I will say that I love you. I just don't have that reasoning in my head now because I kind of forgot. Now, and the last thing is,
I kind of forgot.
Yo, that's crazy work. Right
I kind of forgot.
Got him.
Well, that's kind of true, though. Whatever. People have problems.
I forgot.
People have problems, and then they do kind of forget the reason why they got together. That's just a fact. And the lie still does have a victim to it even in your case, because people, your children, you're saying, oh, I say it to keep the family together, keep the children together. Your children are going to see that and think this is what love is. So now I get to treat whoever I want to be partners with when I grow up. I've learned that this is what love is.
No.
So it's not victimless.
No. What you're doing now, you're making it as if it's an outward showing of that. Now, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying inwardly, he wants to move on. He's not happy, right? Men, most of the time, are not happy. We just go through it because that's our job. That's what we're supposed to do. But far as the woman needs to be happy all the time. If they ain't happy, they're gonna get divorced. Men, we stay in unhappy marriages every day. Right? So I'm saying not externally, but internally there's a conflict. But to subvert that conflict externally, he goes about as if, he loves her like they first met.
Okay, so I want to try to go back to the first question I asked, because I think that it's important to understand. If you lie to somebody, especially if you're an IUIC person, right, and you read Song of Solomon 1:5 to 6, and that's a black woman being talked about there, but they're telling them that that's a black man because they are obviously wanting to push their own agenda. Now, once people see through those lies, what do? What they're like, you guys told me this huge lie on the Bible, and now where do they go from there? I mean, do you just stay in the lie?
You got to look at based on what you're saying. Pastors lie all the time. So guess what? Should nobody? Everybody should be off.
No.
Don't deflect, though.
Hold on. Time out, Doug.
I'm not.
So you agree with IUIC Thunder when they said Solomon 1:6 is talking about a black man?
What I'm telling you is,
answer the question.
No, I don't believe that. No, this is what I'm saying.
That's Bob's point.
Listen to what I'm saying. Well, I heard his point. I know his point.
You argue for arguing's sake, bro.
What I'm saying is, IUIC has an agenda. IUIC has an agenda, right? Okay. And they're willing to use whatever means, not just IUIC, the Hebrew Israelites, they have an agenda, right? Their agenda is to claim that blacks, Native Americans, whoever, they are the real Jews. So anything in that book that they can persuade, like Deuteronomy 6 and whatever it is,
2868. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2868. Stuff like that. They're gonna try to use whatever means. Again, the ends justify the means. Whatever means to grow their base, to get people out of the Christian church. They're using it. That's all I'm saying.
No, I got you. I got you.
With my guy's book real quick. Gadal, who debated Hakah about Daniel 9. He got a book out. It's my boy from Clubhouse. Y'all support him. The image still stands. I'm going to order my Kindle copy and read it tonight. And y'all should go out there and copy it. It's a very
Speaking of that.
All right. Gadal
Come on, bro. Come
Haggadah.
on.
Shout
No,
out to
Let's
don't
move
you.
on.
move.
Let's
that.
move on with the
No,
conversation
don't
where we're
move.
at. Hold
Yeah,
up.
don't
Hold up.
move,
Hold
man.
up.
Don't move.
Don't move. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
don't move,
move.
Hold
yo.
up. So if
Hold on, I think
if
wanted to chime in. 1 second. Go ahead,
All right, I'm on
come
this
on,
damn
brother.
trail killing myself. Let me say this. First of all, playing Egyptian, playing the Hebrew in Native America is actually counter to the message that people who was enslaved supposed to understand. You're trying to get back to where the fuck you came from. So if you interject a lie, you doing the same thing that you claim everybody else is doing. You are
Yeah.
misdirecting me from my real history, which is a travesty. I'm gonna end right there.
No,
Hey,
I'm
don't
saying
pass out.
maybe
Don't pass
maybe
out
we're
now.
not
Catch your breath.
aware.
Catch your breath. Hold up. Catch your breath, We need you. We need you in the community, bro. Don't die on us now. Catch
Nigga,
your
I ain't gonna
Maybe
die. I'm running into look. Hey yo, I'm running and talking though. See?
breath.
How many niggas
No,
can
you
do
ain't
that?
running, man. You walking and talking.
Nigga, I'm running. Look, I'm running.
All right, I got you. I got you. Do your
All
thing.
right.
Proud of you, bro. Proud of you, black man. Proud of you.
So
All right.
here's the problem. Here's the problem that I see with this scenario is if someone who's teaching you something and then you find out they lied to you. So now if you're saying Whitey is Esau, which is supposedly the devil or something, well, you lied to me over here. How am I to believe that you're actually telling the truth over here? It don't make no
bro, you
sense.
could use that rationale in everything, man.
No, we're talking about Israelites.
What I'm saying is that's the problem. You're only talking about Israelites.
Oh, but that's what the topic
What
is
about
about, though.
Christianity?
That's what the topic is about.
What about the Muslims?
We're going to talk
What
about
about the
Gentile heathen.
Hindus?
Hold on, we're going to talk about Gentile
Muslim ain't
heathen.
saying he from Arabia, yo.
I'm saying to you,
The
bro.
Nation of Islam has been claiming.
Bro, don't leave the NOI.
Man, don't get me started, bro.
NOI,
But
leave
you're
the
just
church. We're
deflecting. You're
talking
not
about.
actually
I am not
answering.
deflected. I just told
Yes, you
you
are deflected. You are
how.
deflected. Yes, you are. We're talking about Israelites. You're
Yep.
complaining why we talking about them when you was trying to defend
No,
them.
I didn't say why. I
You were
said
defending
everybody does
IUIC.
that. That's what I
Everybody
said.
don't. Not
No,
everybody
you
don't
were
do that.
defending them the whole time you've been on the show.
Who?
What are you talking
Let me
about?
ask you a question.
No,
Atheism,
wait.
right?
No,
Since
wait.
you keep,
Nah.
since you
Nah, that
atheism.
don't count.
Matter of fact,
Bro,
Darwin. Since you
atheism, you're
keep running your mouth,
deflecting,
All right, I'm
bro.
running my
You're
do
mouth.
you?
I'm running my mouth.
deflecting.
Running my mouth.
You're
Go ahead.
here's why you're deflecting. You're deflecting because based on the Bible, right? And that's what Hebrew Israelites try to base their stuff on. The Bible says to tell the truth and not to deceive
Yes.
people. So you have to stay within the parameters that they're trying to use. You can't go, oh, atheism, this, that, and the other. They all lie
I
because
just.
the
How many
Bible
times you
says
want me to
this.
say the
I'm
same
almost
thing
done.
over and over?
Give me 5 seconds. No, I'm not. So the Bible says to be separate from the world. So when you start bringing atheists into the topic, you're deflecting big time.
Okay, fine. Leave atheism
No, I
out
want
of
to
it.
hear your point about how I'm
Okay,
lying and how
let's
Garfield
go
lying.
with that. Let's go
How
with
we
it.
not find the
Lying,
line what
right?
we teach. Find the line what we teach. Go ahead.
No, we'll get back to you.
Yeah, I
Now
thought not.
he want me to Darwin. Darwin been
I
lying from the
threatened you. I
word go.
threatened you. I
But
threatened you. Go ahead. Finish what you meant.
but Doug, listen to what I'm telling you. So let's go right back to what you said. They lied about Solomon 1:6 and everything else. I just said it 10 seconds ago. Bro, they have an agenda. I already answered your question.
To
They
lie.
have an
No,
agenda.
okay. So
And
now
no, be quiet, be quiet.
yep. All right.
They have an agenda.
To lie.
Their agenda is to recruit
Lie.
as many blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to their organization. I already said this.
So
Now, if
they
you
lie.
slow,
They
you
lie
just
to
slow.
recruit. So they
Sound
lie to
I
crazy.
didn't
recruit.
deflect nothing. I already.
So they lie
Let's
to
go with
recruit.
what you're saying. I'm not even arguing what you're saying. That they lying.
No, but you
Let's
saying they lie to recruit then. They lie
Yeah,
to
that's
recruit.
crazy, yo.
get it. Let me
Can't
ask you a
trust you.
question.
Okay then.
Can't
So
trust you
there's no
now.
debate then. Okay, we
Can't
good.
trust you
No, we
now.
good, Dub. No, we
Yeah,
good.
we
He got it.
we
Yeah,
good.
I
Yep.
already said
Yeah,
it.
we can't trust you
Man,
now,
no
bro.
argument. Let me get to this real quick. Family.
Can't trust you now, yo.
Let me
I ain't
get to
know.
the second topic. This is the first thing to talk. Hold on. Let me get to this.
How you can't trust somebody who's telling you the truth?
Can't
Man, let
trust
me
you,
get
bro.
to this real quick, family.
I'm telling you the truth. I'm coming to you and telling you, yeah.
I got
Hold on. Let me say this one last thing. Let me say this one last thing.
Go ahead.
Now, when you have black people talking about that we are native native to this land, right?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We have agendas everywhere in this community, Dub and Garfield. Everybody knows this already. We got black people that think that they're from Egypt. This is ridiculous. We've been lying the whole time.
No, y'all been
As a
lying.
matter of fact,
Y'all been lying.
stop. Let me talk. Let me talk uninterrupted, please. Now,
Go ahead.
I just asked Garfield 2 weeks ago when our brother passed away, 3 weeks ago. I said, why don't you bang on him like you bang on it? And I ain't calling his name because everybody know who I'm talking about.
I don't know who you talking about. Who you talking about?
Baba Heru.
Baba Heru.
Man, we done banged on Haru forever.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Garfield.
There's a whole parody video on him. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, we do respect the dead, though. How about that? A little bit. A little bit.
You nigga, you don't respect no dead. When you start respecting the dead?
I do respect the dead, bro. I might not respect what the person was teaching was dead. Hold on. I might not respect what the person was teaching is dead, but I respect the fact that he went through the human
Let's get back to the point. The point is, we got quote unquote commission priests over here that's black.
We know that's fake. We know that's fake. We know that's fake. Next
no, don't you tell me you know it's fake.
Bro, it's all made in America.
You can't.
Bro,
that's what my point was.
Not church.
That's my point.
Nation of Islam.
But guess what? Stop it.
That's all it is.
Stop it. Now you have Jabari who can say, you know what?
He talked to a mummy. So what? He's a liar.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Come on,
what he's going to say is that what they're doing, the 48 laws of Ma'at and all this other stuff, are worth pushing because they're supposed to make you a better person if you were to ask yourself those questions.
Better person? What are you talking about?
Do you know what the 48 laws of Ma'at is?
No, I ain't no law, nigga. I don't know.
Bro, listen, that's not even Jabari. That's the dude Asara said society. He pushes that. That's a whole other Egyptomaniac. What are you talking about?
That's fine. I think Jabari has made mention of that.
Why you mention it up, yo?
The overall point is,
do you realize I can read the Bible, yo, and get something?
The overall point is we have black people. This whole community is based on lies. The whole community. Don't just.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so the Israelites are not. The Israelites aren't above that.
Hey, Garfield, why? I just want to know why, yo. Why? I asked you, and I'm at this for the last time.
What?
I'm gonna put your name in the big lights. I'm asking you, what part of scientific literacy am I lying about? What part of scholastic information that Garfield is telling that he lying about? Because you keep lumping this in with niggas that's lying. Explain that to me, yo. And I'm gonna mute my damn mic. I got a lot of energy, goddammit. I just finished running.
Attack, man. Slow down.
No, I'm finished.
Okay, good.
You know how you get that adrenaline rush? I'm there now. Go ahead. I'm gonna listen.
We had a bet in the chat, man. Is he gonna fall down before he finished?
Y'all is crazy.
You won, bro. You won.
Hey, y'all crazy.
I just won $5 off of you, bro. Let's go.
Should have bet more money on me, yo.
Hey,
but go ahead.
Asar Imhotep, truth has no friends. The words of Asar Imhotep, truth has no friends. So
go ahead.
Listen, I don't want no friends if they teaching lies. This is why I don't get along with Jabari. Because that nigga said he heard a mummy talk in English. So fuck that nigga. Straight up. Fuck him. And that's who we want to lead our community. Oh, he's such a guy. He's such a priest. And he talking to damn mummy.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
No. I asked you a real. I'm never going to talk to you again if you don't answer the question I just asked you. I'm not going to answer a question before you answer.
All right, that's what I'm telling you. I'm finna answer your question. right now.
No, I don't. All right, go ahead.
Charles Darwin.
Yes, sir.
He said that there are no transitional fossils.
He did not say that, yo. You fucking up already.
All right, good. So now when I show you he said it, when I show you you said it,
yeah, go ahead,
I don't want you to say that. All right, good.
All right, go ahead, show me. He said it was transitional fossils. That was the prediction he made, bro. He said he ain't find none, but he predicted they was gonna be there. Damn, yo, come on, man. It's my subject, yo. It's like arguing with dad going
Hey,
golf.
bro, I think you just made that up.
Yo, we
I
got
didn't,
one
man.
more hour, yo. Can y'all stop so I can continue with the show? Let me just
Go
get
ahead.
Tazaryach out
Yeah.
the way. Let me just get Tazaryach out the way, all right?
Yeah,
For
get him
those
out
who
the
don't
way.
know, I got Tazaryach in the title because of Hakah back and forth on his timeline. And I just want to show y'all the post that he made.
All
He
right.
made a post.
Put a pin in it though.
Hold on one second. The easiest way to spot a fake camp, they say Paul thought something wrong. That's it. That's the post. So now him and Hakah going back and forth on his timeline. I just want to point this out. And then the brothers are saying that he's running from a debate. Listen. Let me just say this to y'all carefully, right?
I'm good.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get to the post. The next post is he shows Hakah saying something. This nigga is in his feelings bad. You're a thirsty nigga. This ain't about you. So hold on. At the same time, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick.
Who said that? Who said that?
He was in Sakari with Gorilla. He started his own camp. I'm gonna show y'all what Hakah said, right? Genesis. Hold on. Let me go to Genesis real quick. Let me go to Hakah real quick. Hakah. Let me go to Hakah real quick.
Didn't that Sakari guy say he wanted to get poked by his own wife?
No, I want to talk about
No, bro,
Yeah,
leave that
wow,
alone.
man.
We
Yeah,
ain't
he did.
talking about that.
Leave that alone, bro.
We ain't talking about that, man. We leaving that
Leave that alone. I'm not worried about his butthole, bro. Leave that alone, man.
alone.
Pause. Pause.
Leave it alone.
I'm pausing him. Don't pause me.
You said it.
He said it.
Who said it? Yeah,
I
give
ain't
up, man.
studying that man's butthole.
I gotta get away from y'all, man. Pause it out.
Oh, it's crazy right now. Hold on. Let me get this real quick, family.
Hey man, it's just how comical all this is, you know? I can't help myself, you know? He did it to himself, you know?
Yeah.
Leave that man butthole alone, bro. Don't ever bring that up again.
Yeah.
So now Tazaryach says he doesn't want to debate the dude. So the dude go on what do you call it, on YouTube and put a post up saying Tazaryach turns on the fade but debates Edomites and low-level individuals all day. Laugh aloud. Still love you, nigga. Easiest way to spot a fake camp. So now they're going back and forth. And then we're gonna go back on this timeline right here because I gotta show y'all what's said on the timeline. Ben E, contribution, beloved. I got you. Mika's not on her job, man. She's not on her job. All right.
Let me ask you, have you ever heard of the rapture?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I gotta show this real quick.
Hey, Dub, you ever heard of the rapture?
Yeah, I've heard of the rapture.
That's biblical?
You're saying it wrong, Thunder.
Yeah.
It's a raptor. It's a bird.
I believe it is, yeah.
Okay. When you show it to me in the book.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. So here's the back and forth between Tazaryach. I knew you was gonna tuck tail, laugh out loud. So Tyree said, nice try. I told you verbally you would never get a debate. Maybe you didn't remember, but there are witnesses. They all heard it on Clubhouse. So this ain't that. And I explained why I know thirst when I see it. So now he's talking about a conversation on Clubhouse. I did hear this conversation. He actually apologized to Tazaryach, and they cool. They had squashed it. So Tyree Gas said, you a thirsty nigga. This ain't about views. He said, hold on a second. He said something about views. I know that's why. Oh, he must have deleted it. Or he must have deleted his comments. That's not good.
I don't see if you could show every comment, because sometimes you only see some comments. Like it's like
Oh no, that's
like
kind of it says most relevant. So he said all.
There you go. Right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get back. Cause you know I'm trolling. I'm trolling all day. Here we go. Let's get it right here. Deacon says, excuses, laugh a lot. I guess we need Tazaryach to get some motion, even though I have more views and subs than you. Stop making it about that. Defend your doctrine against one of your peers. Peace out, player. Deacon Hakah, you debate low-level Edomites and Israelites all day, but not me or Assad. You a thirsty nigga. Boy, don't worry about stop throwing stones and crying. I do what I want. Your thirsty ass think a shot means let's debate. Epitome of goofy ass nigga. Tyree Gas, you don't think it's pussy for someone to take shots at man then decline that man's challenge? Tyree Gas, for a thirsty nigga like you, no, I don't. You ain't the first goofy nigga to talk about and ignored by not giving what they goofy ass want either. You one of a few that don't get the hint though. Laugh out loud. Then I wrote with my trolling ass, you killing the attention-seeking, clout-chasing game. Cut it out. Hold on there. Then he said, Garfield, this nigga goofy. Me saying y'all a fake camp because y'all said Paul thought something wrong is true. Doesn't mean I want to debate the nigga. I already said I never would, and I'm a man of my word. Yep. Now I want to see this. This look like it would be fire. Look at Mika trolling. She want to see the shit, edging on the shit right here. Always edging off the debate. I tell you. Well, yeah, man. So that's why I brought both of them in. Well, he's not going to debate him. I know that for a fact. He's definitely not going to debate him. But I did put in the chat here. I'm going to show you how these guys are sensitive. And these always come at people. Look at how this dude came at me in the chat right here. This shit is funny as hell. Well, anyway, forget about this. Let's move on to the next topic. All right?
Nah, man, get back to that man, yo. That man ran his mouth, yo. Get back to that man, yo. Where you at? Come on. You who? Your daggone feet don't fit on no tree.
Thunder. Go ahead, Thunder.
Now, I'm saying so you're calling out the lie that I teach. Bet. Now, go ahead, find that. And I'm put some money on it.
Find what?
Find what?
About Darwin didn't talk about intermediate, which is a transitional fossil.
Oh,
and saying that was a scientific prediction.
Come on.
Yes or no? Nah. Come on. No.
This man said
we ain't talking
there
about that.
are no transitional fossils.
Do you
That's
want
what
to
he
put
said.
some money on it? Do you want to put some money on it? Since I'm teaching a
On
lie.
what?
On that. And when you don't know what you're talking about, like most people don't. I'm going
Listen
through the
what
same
I just
thing
said.
Garfield go through.
Listen what you
put
didn't
some
hear what I
money on
said?
it. Yes or no?
I said
What you
that
say? I'm
he
saying
said
you heard me.
there are no transitional fossils. That's what he said.
And I'm saying he made a scientific prediction that they would find them. I'm saying, do you want some money on it?
You said fine, but that ain't what I said.
Man, that man not saying that it wasn't none, bro. To see, I'm not
He
sitting
didn't
here
say
playing
that.
flop. He did not.
All right.
You can't say he said it ain't none and then saying I'm gonna find something in the future to prove evolution, bro. You
No,
tripping.
he predicted that they may find something in the future, but he said he ain't found none.
So
He said it
listen.
wasn't none.
Okay, so we don't gotta argue now. See, did you hear what you just said out your mouth?
Did you hear?
I heard you. You said he didn't find none, but why in the hell would he have to
I
find
already
something?
said it. I just
They
told you.
just
He said that there are no transitional fossils. That's what he said.
No, go read it. Go get it. Because I'm telling you, you're not understanding science. You're not understanding academia. When Garfield is saying what he's trying to say, you're not understanding, and you argue from ignorance all the time, bro. You gotta stop that. That's like me. I know you prolific at what you do because I seen you at work, my nigga. I seen you do it. I watched you do it. So see, like everybody else, I know what you do. I seen you run a team, nigga, getting that shit together. I seen you fucking with them computers. I'm saying first-hand account. I'm saying if I'd have opened my mouth, hey, yo, don't put that there. You say, yo, would you shut the hell up, Unc? You know damn well stick to evolution. You told me that.
1 second, Unc. Hey, Dub, do you believe in the New Testament? Or are you just Old Testament only?
I believe in both.
All right, watch this. I got because we're going to talk about the Jesus salvation, Gentile stuff in a minute. I'm waiting for Unc and him to finish. Are you backing out?
Yeah, we're gonna get out here real quick. I don't want to change the complexion of the show. But come on, yo. You got to stop this, yo. Where is it, bro? That man made a prediction, which is the highest thing in science, yo.
I got you.
Right.
Let me see.
So you do understand that, right? The fact that he
Let me see
didn't
if I can
find none
switch this camera.
and said he
How
would
can I
find
switch?
something later on, yo, is great, yo. You know how great that is to do that?
Can we switch the camera? Oh, here we go. I think that's it. I think this.
Just read it. We can hear you.
What did I say?
Tap out, bro.
Can you read that?
What do I say?
Can you read that?
I can't see it, bro.
Nobody can read that. It's way too small, man. Nobody can read that.
All right. Thank you. So let me go back. So it
So you
says
getting it?
why.
Stay where you at. Stay where you at. Don't move.
Okay. Let me go back.
Just put a link in the back chat, and the guy could pull it up himself. Okay, there you go. Why, if species have descended from other species by insensibly fine gradation,
do we not
everywhere see it?
So how does that agree with you, though?
Hey, what are you talking about, man?
How does that agree with you, Thunder?
You don't understand what he's reading, yo.
Bro, yeah, you gotta decipher that. You gotta decipher that and come up with your own meaning. That's I don't know. I'm not hearing what you.
Do we see
there,
transitional forms?
Yes. Yeah, you one of them. Yeah, everything is actually in transition, bro. But yes, they got clear transitional fossils.
Why,
Y'all can
if
move on.
species from other species by insensibly fine gradations, do we not everywhere, no gradations, do we not everywhere see innumerable transitional forms?
Man, is this like a archaeology class now, or I mean, where is this?
Nah, man, come on, man. This is the over. No. Let me explain to him. I don't want to take the show over, Mr. Believe in the Bible and in the Old and New Testament. The point is, this man is claiming that we're lying to the community. And so at that point, for me, in my name, what I'm doing, right, is only
Very
telling you
good.
the truth. I think.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Hey,
I
you
said
know what? I agree with you.
All I'm saying.
I wasn't reading his point on that, so I think he just brought up some garbly gook, and it doesn't mean anything. So whatever.
Okay, well, if you don't think that means something, that's fine.
He said, man, come on, bro. All I'm saying is, yo, he made a scientific prediction through his quote unquote scientific theory, yo. And his prediction was that in the near future, yo, we're gonna find all kind of fossils. You can read that in John G. Jackson's work, yo, in chapter 3. Now we can move on back to the Bible and where the hell is and where you at though, Cedric? Where you at, Cedric? Go back to that Bible and Christians ain't shit. Where you at?
Well, I mean, it's simple. It's simple, really simple. So if you look at Proverbs 6, it says God hates a lying tongue. For me, if somebody is going to say that lying is approved by the Bible, they actually just go ahead and they just nice themselves.
This is wild what you keep doing, bro. Nobody's saying that is biblical. What we're saying is they have an agenda, bro.
Okay, so now let's point out. Hold on, brother. Let me show you why Sunday live. Oh my God, can I get there right now? Because let me just engage for a second. Let me engage for a second. So the real agenda is supremacy of any other race except for white people. Is that the agenda?
Racism, yes.
Great, thanks, man. You hate me. Congratulations, you found me. Here I am. What's the point, though?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. What you talking about now?
What's the point now? What's the point?
What's what point?
What's the point of using these lies and propagating lies in order to hate me? Why? What did I do to you?
I tell you 10 times. Are you slow?
Bro, no, you're slow.
Thunder don't hate white people. Thunder don't hate white people, but he is slow though. He don't hate white people, but he is slow.
I just told you.
We found the slow one, man. We found the slow one.
We were talking about IUIC. That's what we were talking about. IUIC, the Hebrew Israelite camps. They have an agenda. Goodness, this is so stupid.
Yeah, but you can't have an agenda. No, we saying you can't have an agenda that harms your people, though, bro. That's
it ain't harming nobody.
It is, yo.
What do you mean it ain't harming nobody? I just told you you're harming me. You're harming me.
He's saying he's a white boy and they teach hate. He's saying they teach hate, bro. You don't hear what that man saying? Yo, he's right about
people
that.
Teach hate all the time.
Okay, man. All right. And he's saying that's
harmful. Come on, man.
Yeah, he's saying overall, yo.
You come on, man.
Hey, I'm going to say this and I'm going to shut up. Hold on, let me say this. I'm saying if all the black people in America start teaching hate, that's about 35 million. And then if the 200 million or so white people start teaching hate, that's about 200 million. We're going to be in trouble, yo. So we better just tell the truth, yo. It's better. It's working out for me, yo.
No, see, it's double, man. So what they're doing is the attack is not really white people. The attack is Christianity,
Huh?
and what they're doing.
They
Say it
said it's
again.
a white man's religion. So they are attacking white people. They said it's a white man's
Well,
religion.
yeah, but yeah, right. So they're attaching white people to it to make it
Make it what? You don't gotta lie,
Who's
yo.
doing
White
that?
people.
Wait, who's
to
doing
make
that?
it to
You're
make it
spewing.
worse.
You are spewing stuff. Who is attaching white people to
Hey,
the
Dub.
Bible or Christianity?
Dub,
Nobody.
I got a question for you, right?
What you say?
Hold on, Jordan. Stop.
You heard me,
I
bro.
gotta
You
get
can
to the next
rewind it if
topic.
you like.
No, you don't think that people call it the white man religion?
No, nobody calls it the white man's religion.
Oh, no,
Only
no,
This nigga
Christianity.
slow.
No.
Yeah, he's
Christianity
slow.
is a white man religion. Yeah,
You
That
Christianity
nigga
is a
slow.
white man religion,
Yeah,
though.
that's why he doing it. Now it makes sense why I got to keep saying this over and over. Because
No, y'all got two different points.
you're ignorant. You don't know. You don't know what you're talking about.
No. Y'all talking about two separate things. That's a whole separate thing about Christianity being a white man religion. That's a different one. What he's saying is the
No, it
Hebrew
is.
Israelites
But
teach
I'm
hate
telling you,
against
that's the
white.
basis of them. That's the
Basis of what?
basis. The white man is the devil. That's the basis. So if you
No,
don't know that,
he's
you
saying
just too
that's hate.
slow. That's
No, he's
why
saying that's
I
hate.
got to keep
He's saying
saying
that's
this
hate.
10 times.
No, he's saying that's hate, bro. That is, bro, because the Bible don't really say that. That's the
Hold
point
on,
he
hold
making.
on.
The shit don't even. Yeah, but the thing itself don't say it.
Hold on a second. Hold on a
Am
second.
I right or wrong, Garfield? Am I tripping right now?
You're tripping
No,
because
Bro,
I'm
you
telling
just
you it is hate.
All right, I'm tripping.
listen,
All right,
too
I'm
many
tripping.
people
That's
talking.
their agenda.
Too many
Their
people talking.
agenda is to recruit Black, Native American, and Hispanic people to their camps. And one way they do it is to besmirch.
Lie. It's to lie.
Yeah, that's
Sir,
fine. But one way they do it is to besmirch white people.
Sir,
Oh, wow.
sir. What I just told you is that nobody says it's the white man's religion
This
at
nigga too
all.
stupid. He too
Hold
stupid,
up,
man.
though. Hold up,
He too
bro.
stupid.
Hold up. And I just showed you a verse that says God hates a lying tongue. So automatically, all these Hebrew Israelite people are knifing themselves because they're lying.
If you don't know, people have saying it's a white man religion. If you ain't never heard that, bro, you got to be
I've only heard it from
12.
people like you. People like you.
People like me, what?
People like you.
Don't get in it. Don't get in it, yo. Don't get in it, Thunder.
I'm saying people like me, what? What are you saying?
I'm a mute out. I'm a mute out.
What
I ain't
is he
in this.
saying people like me for? What are you saying? What are you saying?
Hold on, Dub, just to let
Hold
you
up.
know.
Do you want me to answer? People
Dub,
Yeah, answer that. We want to hear that, Garfield.
Dub, hold on,
Stop,
Dub.
Garfield.
No, Garfield, we want to hear it, Garfield.
Time out.
Yeah,
Time
I
out.
want to hear it
Everybody
too.
stop. Dub.
No
just to
time
let
out,
you
Garfield. We
know-
want to hear that.
Just to let you
Yeah.
know, Dub. You and Thunder are like the same. Just different skin tone.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Doug. What you mean people like me? Go ahead.
He's playing devil's advocate for the IUIC and the Hebrew Israelites. All right,
Oh,
Dub?
man.
So that's why he's saying he's repeating himself and you arguing him for no reason. But that's what you do, Thunder. You come on and play the devil's advocate. So
Come on, Doug. Tell me why you say people like me. Go ahead.
What's your beard? You look like you're IUIC right now. You're shaped up. So
Come on, Doug.
I'm trying to wait until I can talk. That's all.
Go ahead,
That's
bro.
all I'm waiting
go ahead,
for.
Dub. Go ahead, Dub.
Good. It's people with your ideology, bro. You don't understand what that means?
Dub, you're still saying it.
He's still saying he's too stupid. He is too stupid, man.
I'm on Dub's side. I'm on Dub's side with this.
Look at Unc.
No, I'm telling you, because I hear what he's saying, bro. You just trying to play around.
You're not
Garfield.
listening, Dub.
Okay, I'm not listening to you. Explain it to us.
I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
No, that ain't what he's
Why
saying.
you keep saying people like me then?
Because he's saying people that support the ideology of the Black Hebrew Israelites, who's are clearly lying and making up shit, is divisive. That's what he's saying, bro. How the hell y'all don't know that?
No, he thinks Thunder is a Hebrew Israelite, but Thunder
He don't think Thunder is a Hebrew Israelite.
Yes, he
He's
does.
saying
He
you
just
support
said it.
that
He
shit.
just said that you people like you.
No, he's saying people to support the ideology. Okay, go ahead, Dub. No, we're gonna let Dub say it. Dub is here. Go ahead, Dub. Do you think this man is a Black Hebrew Israelite? I don't think he's supporting the wild ideology. Go ahead, Dub.
I agree with what you just said. You represented me pretty well.
Thank you. There you go. See what I'm saying? How the hell
Now,
y'all missed that? You missed that on purpose, Garfield. Now I'm sure you did that on purpose.
he asked.
If he's saying what Unc's saying, don't respond because you're gonna add
All
more
right.
to this. Leave it alone. Let me get to this. Gentile Jesus salvation seems to be the biggest debate on this Clubhouse, on YouTube. Can white people be saved? That's the thing that IUIC fights the most. You can't say white people to save. And by the way, to the reason why they call white people the devil, because they think Esau is the white man. So they said the Edomites is the enemy of Jacob. So they said Edom is the white man. So that's why they call y'all the devil. All right, that's for white folks in general. That's why they say it. All right, and they think Edomites created the Christianity.
That's a lie, though. That's the point. They saying any damn thing.
Let's get to this. By the way, let me ask both of y'all a question, Thunder and Dub. Do y'all think the Ethiopian eunuch was an Israelite? And he
I saw you post that. I saw you post that.
A man of Ethiopia, an eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her children and had come to Jerusalem for to worship. Do y'all believe? This is for Dub and Thunder and anybody else. Anybody else?
Yes, he's an Israelite.
What does scholarship say, Garfield?
hold on, Thunder. Are you serious right now? Look at him laughing.
Yes, I'm serious. I believe that the eunuch was an Israelite. Yes.
Dub, what do you say, Dub?
Well,
He
all
don't
right.
know.
I want to ask him where his actual information comes from, and I will provide evidence that he is not an Israelite.
Right.
All
Yep.
right,
I
go
agree.
ahead, Dub. Prove he's not an Israelite.
Yep,
Very good. So we'll look at Deuteronomy 31:21, which says, "Then it will come about when many evils and troubles have come upon them, that the song will testify before them as a witness, for it shall not be forgotten from the lips of their descendants. For I know their intent which they are developing today before I have brought them into the land which I swore." This is saying that your descendants will not forget the words of the Torah. How can that person claim to be an Israelite when he had to learn things from from Paul? I believe it was from Paul. Okay, so how can he be an Israelite? He says he has to learn.
It's Philip from Philip.
Great point.
He killing you, Thunder. He killing you.
Yeah, he smacked you upside your head with that.
What was the question again? Tell me the question.
How do you? He said we're saying that you said the Ethiopian eunuch is an Israelite. Of course, you're being the devil's advocate. I need an Israelite to come on, man. I don't want you to pretend, man.
All right, listen. Go to Deuteronomy 23:1.
Yeah, I know. They said that eunuch.
Go to Deuteronomy 23:1. And just read.
What the hell happened here?
It's an ad. Yeah, there you go.
Bible book.
23.
Deuteronomy
23:1.
23:1. All right, go ahead. You're killing it.
So you go 23:1. Go ahead. You read
it. So he's saying that he's not an Israelite.
No, you read it.
Read Deuteronomy 31. He that is wounded in the stones or hath his privy member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Okay, what is your point? What is your point? What is your point? I agree with you, but what is your point?
All right.
You're killing yourself.
If I'm an Israelite, that's what I'm gonna roll with right there.
What? Huh?
But that's saying that he can't enter to the congregation. So how is he an Israelite?
Right, yo, come on, man.
You're not saying he's an Israelite, but he can't come into the congregation if he's an Israelite. So he just got drafted in as an Israelite. So as a in the congregation based on faith. So that means he's not an Israelite based off of what you're saying.
No, he was barred. he was barred from Israel.
Who was barred? Who was barred? Not the Ethiopian.
That guy there.
Not the Ethiopian. He got converted by Philip. He got baptized. So how is that? You wrong, bro. Get out of here. Yo, Thunder, do you believe Gentile salvation for all people, including white people?
No.
Yeah, everybody gets salvation according to Christianity. That's why they Christianity.
No, man.
I got him.
That's
White
crazy.
people,
Yo.
white people don't have access to salvation.
What are you? Okay, you trolling now, yo. Now you raised bait, no.
You're trolling. Hey,
You
you're
almost
trolling
had me.
big time. You're trolling big time. That's
Yeah, you
okay
almost
though.
had me
Let's
now,
get
yo.
a real Hebrew Israelite up here.
A real Israelite. Wow. The white guy's killing y'all. Look at this family right here. These things, this is John 1:28. These things were done in Bethabara beyond Jordan. Where
Let me ask you a question before you read that.
Let me read it. Go ahead.
Before you read that, can you go to Isaiah 56:3? Before you read that, you said if I was a eunuch, I can't make it in there. So go ahead.
So let me read this. What you said is Isaiah what?
Let's go down. Let's stay with the eunuch. Isaiah 56:3.
Isaiah 56. I know exactly where you're going to.
Come on, let's go. You the one want to do this. Go ahead.
Neither let the son of the stranger that hath joined himself to the Lord speak, saying, the Lord hath utterly separated me from his people. Neither let the eunuch say, behold, I am a dry tree. What do you get from that?
Keep going.
Says the Lord,
Yeah, he
unto
wasn't
my Sabbath, and chew the thing that pleased me, and take hold of my covenant. Even unto them will I give in mine house and within my walls a place and a name better than of sons.
So what that telling you?
You just killed yourself.
He's
So
a
we got
convert
the
and
Old Testament
sympathizer.
Deuteronomy.
He's a convert and sympathizer, bro. He's not
Well, that's
actually.
fine. But we got the Old Testament.
Let the white man beat him up. Come
We
on,
got
bro.
we got the Old Testament.
What are you talking about, bro? This is
We got the Old Testament.
He's in the chat right now, so he can hit the link if he wants
Who
to.
you say?
Tazaryach.
This is.
Oh yeah,
I
bring
said,
Cap up. Come on, Cap.
this
Cap,
is easy
this
work.
white boy will beat Cap up all day, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
man.
Cab would get beat up. Yeah, Cab would get beat up.
Nah, he won't.
This white boy.
No, he won't.
Yeah,
Bring Cap up.
I don't know.
Please, Cap.
Nah, I can see that's. I don't know, bro. I can usually tell
Come
when a
on
person
up,
got a
bro. Hey,
style and
I've
paralysis.
already met him before. I've already met him before. Okay, I've already met him, and he lost
Cap.
big time. And all he likes to do is talk.
Oh, you beat him up? You beat up
What you
Cap?
want me to do?
No. Hold on. Everybody watch
I
yourself.
took his crown, bro. I took his crown.
When was this? You got it on video?
Hold on, God. Hey, Golfer, you gotta hold on. Hold
It
on.
is on video.
No. Hold on. Cap, real sensitive. So don't say nothing that's gonna make him run from you.
Oh,
You
that's
mean?
too bad.
You gotta stay patient. Stay
I
patient.
don't care who's sensitive. I don't care.
You
Okay?
gotta.
I
You
don't
get
care.
more. How they said, you get more something with sugar or something with. You get
Hey,
more
what?
bees with honey.
Read verse 4 again.
For
Come on,
thus
yo, you
saith
doing
the
a
Lord
horrible
unto the
job, yo.
eunuchs that keep my Sabbath. And
Why would a
choose
eunuch be keeping the Sabbath if they ain't no Gentile? And if
He's
they
not. He's a sympathizer. He's a
if they
convert. And he
if
can read Hebrew. Come on, bro.
if the eunuch wasn't a Israelite, why are they keeping the Sabbath?
Because he's a convert, bro, or a sympathizer, and he can read Hebrew. That's okay. But he's not part of the 12 tribes.
Him being
Listen,
able
you
to
can
read
use
Hebrew ain't got nothing to do with him
use,
obeying these laws,
sir,
statutes, commandments. So tell me why
sir,
he obeying them and he not an Israelite.
sir.
I'm
All you
letting
have to
him
do
tell
is read. All you would have to do is read 1 Kings 8:41-43. Okay, and that it can explain it perfectly for you.
Hold on,
Yep.
I asked you to explain this right here. Why is a eunuch keeping the Sabbath and they are not an Israelite? Do you understand how simple that is to explain? Go ahead and explain it. Come on.
I just gave you the exact verse,
First
bro.
Kings
All
what?
you
You're
have
talking
to
about a
do is
verse.
go
I'm telling you to
read.
explain this.
Hold on. What's the verse? First Kings what?
That's easy, yo.
1 Kings. Hold on, bro. Can I answer, please? 1 Kings 8:41-43. Go ahead.
Okay, let's get it. You gotta tell me. Come on, Dub. You gotta tell me to read. Come on. You gotta say read.
You gonna take a read?
Yeah.
You gotta say
Bring it out. Bring it out.
A woman ain't allowed to read.
I said, bring it out.
Moreover, concerning a stranger that is not of thy people Israel, but cometh out of a far country for thy name's sake. For they shall hear of thy great name and of thy strong hand and of thy stretched out arm, when he shall come and pray toward this house.
Yeah.
Hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place, and do according to all the stranger calleth to thee, for that all people of the earth may know thy name, fear thee, as do thy people Israel, and that they may know that this house which I have builded is called by thy name.
Now you tell. Okay, explain that.
He got you. I don't know, but he got you.
Explain why you want to read that. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
Nobody's killing you, yo.
Okay. So if you understand, go reread the verse again if you don't understand it. But then if you actually turn,
I told you to explain what you wanted to read, man. Go ahead.
He's a proselyte, yo. He was a convert before he met Philip, yo. Like, come on, man. But go ahead, my fault. Sorry to interrupt.
No, he wasn't a convert before Philip. He was reading
hold
the
on.
scripture.
So hold on. If you need to reread it yourself so that you can actually internalize it, because me telling you is not going to help. But then if you actually read 1 Kings 9:3, what does it say there? It says, I have heard your prayer and your supplication which you have made before me. I have consecrated the house which you have built by putting my name there forever, and my eyes and my heart will be there perpetually. So the prayer is getting an answer back, and it's saying yes. So the stranger will be
Does this have to do with the units
Man,
keeping
you
the
cut him off,
Sabbath,
man.
keeping
You
the
cannot cut him
feast?
off, bro. How can
This
this man
man,
talk? You cut him off all loud like that, bro?
go
He's
ahead.
trying to lead up to it. Go ahead, man.
Man,
You
he
gotta
all
listen.
over the place.
No.
I asked him one question. Why these units keeping this Sabbath, keeping the covenants, keeping the monuments, and passing it down to their sons and daughters if they ain't no Israelite? Go ahead.
That is so crazy, yo. The same way that black people do it right now in America. Shit. They do it right now.
Who
What the
do?
hell's going on with you? Black people do it right now.
We do
Sammy
what?
Davis Jr. did it. Shit.
Do what?
Man, he kept the Sabbath and all that, bro. Remember,
Yeah, he was
I was
a
raised up.
Jew. He
Remember, I
was a
was raised in
Jew.
the Jewish community, bro. Plenty
He was
black
a
people
Jew.
do it. No, man, you was a convert, though. You still Jewish, but you're a
Okay,
convert.
he's a
How you don't
converted Jew,
understand that?
bro. It don't matter to be a Jew or all that
But
convert stuff.
I know, but that
He
was the
was a Jew.
conversation, though. That was the conversation, though, bro. You gotta
What is the
stop it, man.
conversation?
That the
Sammy
man
Davis was
wasn't
keeping those laws and feasts because he was a Jew.
a
Now,
convert, bro. He's a convert, bro.
okay, he was a converted
Oh,
Jew.
okay, so nobody's arguing that point, but
Well,
you.
that's why I'm trying to figure out why this eunuch, you telling me he's not an Israelite?
We said he
Why
was
they
a
keeping the
converted
Sabbaths?
Israelite. We said he was
Say
a
what?
converted. We said he was a converted Israelite, bro. Based off of the rendering of the
Oh,
literature.
now you're saying he was an Israelite.
Man, come on. Is he doing that on purpose, yo? Was you
Oh,
rage baiting
are you
right now,
saying
yo?
he?
Yo, I'm
So
saying
you
you
agree
rage
with me?
baiting. I'm saying go
So
ahead,
you
talk
agree?
to. Now talk to Dub, yo. No,
So
talk to
you
Dub.
agree with me that he was Israelite, right?
You're showing your ignorance right now, yo. Talk to Dub. Shut up.
Are
Go
you
ahead,
agreeing
Dub.
with me?
Go ahead, Dub.
Are you agreeing with me that he was an Israelite? Yes or
Hold on,
no?
one second.
I'm not talking to you because you don't understand. Go ahead, Dub.
Okay, exactly. You don't want to say it.
Let me give a
Just
quick
just
shout out.
agree.
Let me give a quick shout out to
You don't understand.
What is Tazaryach?
Hey, let me give a quick shout out to Keith Marshman and Stephanie Gentry. Those are my peoples from Clubhouse. They got a book out, Cain, the Scar and Shield. The Kindle edition is $9.99, I think, and the paperback is $44.99. It's a beautiful book. Y'all could check it out. Just put it out here. Those my people support it. $9.99 alone on Kindle, family.
Garfield, this is the second time you done this, man. Let me give you some advice. You need to have those people on here who wanted to buy their books to come on here and explain to us why we need to buy their book.
No, I'm just supporting my peoples, man. Those are my people who I hang out with. Support my people. I don't care what you gotta say. I don't care what you gotta say. All right, those are my people.
Fire today,
I'm not
boy.
saying I'm just saying they need to come on the show.
All right, hold on. Can we
and
get
promote
back
their
to
book?
They don't want to come on the show. They know they get destroyed.
Nah, but you know what? Stop that, though.
Yeah, come on, dude. You gotta stop.
Hey, Thunder. This right
Yo.
here. These things were done in Bethabara beyond Jordan, where John was baptizing. The next day, John seeth Jesus coming unto him and says, "Behold, the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sin of the world." Does that word "world," sin of the world, does it include the entire human family, or it just include only Israelites?
Only Israelites. Everybody know that.
Oh, you're done. Go ahead, Dub. Beat him up.
Yeah, you tricked them, Garfield. That ain't fair.
No, you know what? You said he's done, so tell him what you know.
Go ahead.
Everybody know that the world was not. They wasn't talking about no whole world. Everybody know that.
All right.
So
What
what
about
they
this?
talking about then?
What about this verse?
Only
Okay,
Israel.
then how about this then? How about this? How about this? How about if it says you are not of this world? So then there are different worlds, right? Is that what you're going to claim? Fine. I'm not of this world. I'm of the other world. And so I will get saved. How do you like that?
That's all like a new Nubian teaching. But let's go to this verse. 1 John 2 verses 2. And he is the propitiation, or whatever that word is, for our sins, and not for ours only. The ours here is the Israelites, but also for the sins of the whole world. So who is that for, Thunder? You don't want to let Dub in? Dub
There were
can't-
Israelites. There were Israelites scattered abroad, man. Everybody knows this.
This is crazy, yo.
Everybody know the Israelite was scattered to the four corners of the earth. Everybody know that.
It's crazy, man.
Come on, bro. Come on, Dub. You got to respond to that. Go ahead, Dub. Get it.
You already got him. That's fine. You already got him. I mean, unless he wants to bring up some verses of his own, then you're the one bringing verses right now. If he really wanted to play, he'd bring his own.
All right, let's go to John 12.
All right, no, before you go to John 12, he want me to bring something. Isaiah 45 and 17, go.
Let me do this last verse.
All right, go.
And there, John 12, 20. But let's read the first verse before it. The Pharisees therefore said among themselves, perceive ye how ye prevail nothing. Behold, the world is gone after him, and there were certain Greeks among them that came up to worship at the feast. Now, let me ask you this. Who is the Greeks right here?
See? Got him.
Who is the Greeks? John 12, 20. Who is the Greeks? Come on, Thunder. You bad at this. Come on, man. Who is the Greeks? Are those Israelites?
Wait, yo.
Oh, you finished?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 45 and 17.
Oh, you ain't gonna respond?
Yeah, he ain't gonna respond.
He tap out. Let's go to Isaiah.
Whoa. Let me say this, Garfield. The very nature of the New Testament, yo, and Paul's ministry is definitely to the Greeks, yo. He actually kind of changes up.
No, don't worry about that. See, I will go.
Hold on, bro.
Go ahead.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't want to go, yo. I'm saying if you read the work is written in Kohan Greek, yo. So which is kind of, you're seeing a transition from purely Hebrew culture to learned Hebrews who at least third generation learn it in Greek, right? Because they speak it well and write it well. The New Testament is well written. And so you see a mixture of Hebrew culture and Greek culture. This clearly shows that the ministry of Paul and them was for the known world that they had, bro. They let them into the fold, bro. And this is how Christianity actually crystallizes and separates itself from Judaism. Like, it's right there for you to see, yo. So anybody arguing that white people or Chinese people or them can't get salvation, it's the most ridiculous thing. And I don't believe none of it, but at least I can read. I'm done.
Isaiah 45.
Ouch, that hurts so bad for the cause. Man, at least you can read, bro.
45 and 17.
45, 17. Yeah. Come on, Thunder. Thunder gonna fight back.
Go ahead. What it say?
Israel
Come on, show me that thunder. Show me that thunder. I want to see.
Hey, man, pause.
But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not.
It say the world.
Without end.
It say the world.
Oh, man.
Doesn't it say the world? I'm asking you a question.
This is in Hebrew and it's a different context.
Does it say the world?
You know what? You're arguing with Dub. So let Dub respond.
All right, let me ask you a question. Go to John, since you was in John. Go to John 4 and 22.
Let's press pause. Let's press pause. All right. So let's look at Jeremiah 32.
Oh no!
27.
Oh no! We're gonna deal with you gonna deal with Isaiah 45 and 17.
He's responding. That's what he's doing.
No, he ain't responding. He talking about a whole nother verse
right now.
Jeremiah
I'm dealing with it
32,
right now through scripture. It says, behold,
Jeremiah
I am the
32
Lord,
Jeremiah
the God,
32
27.
Hold on. So the
It
people could
says,
see it.
behold, I am the Lord God, the God of all flesh.
Uh-oh.
Salvation.
He smacked you back. He's the God of
No,
all
he didn't. He's sounding stupid. Go to John 4 and 22. He ain't even
I'm
responding
not
to what I
done.
say.
I'm not done. I'm not done. Okay. How about let's go to
No, you're not going nothing else.
no,
No, we
no,
good.
no, no, no,
John
no,
4
no.
and 22.
See, hold
John
up. This
4 and
is what you
22,
do.
Garfield.
This is
Come
what you
on.
do.
Come on.
Here's the problem. Here's your main
John 4.
problem with the
Hold on, Doug.
Hold on,
we got you.
brother.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. We got you.
Hold on. Wait a second.
We
You're
got you,
Isaiah.
brother. We already heard you. We heard you. We already heard you.
I'm not done.
So
I'm not
go to
done.
John 4:22.
Yeah. This is what y'all do. This is what y'all do.
Dog, we heard your scripture. We heard it.
No. I'm not done.
But
yes, you are done.
Romans
You are
9,
done.
6.
Hold on, Thunder. Dub.
Romans 9, 6.
He's
There
done.
you go.
You have to do that.
Couple two verses, bro. Two verses.
Nah, you're
From the
done,
Old
bro.
and the New Testament.
Oh my
Two
God,
verses,
this is
and
getting
you're done.
annoying now, man.
You're done.
Out, bro. Let you read one verse, then he get another verse, then you get another verse. That's all. It's going out. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he struck out with that last verse. That's why he's so bombastic.
Whoa. It says not all Israel is Israel. That's what it says. Romans 9, 6.
All right, so we get to
What
John.
is he talking about?
So go John 4:22 first. John 4:22. Ye worship ye not what? We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. What's your point?
Go ahead. It's of the world.
All right, let me go to Romans. All right.
Okay. That's what I thought. Romans.
Hold on.
What you going to?
Romans what?
9, 6.
9 and 6?
It's the dagger right here. Romans 9.
Go ahead. Give me that dagger. Pause.
Not as though the word of God has taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel.
Now, what that got to do with salvation? This man here, you know what? He is done. He's done, bro.
Let me say this, yo. Let me ask you this, yo. Let me ask you this.
No, I'm good. You ain't ask me nothing.
I would like to say this. Why would Europeans, Portuguese, Spain, Catholic Church, and all them, why would they pay for expeditions to search, right, and seek new lands to spread Christianity? When they can read like we can read, when that shit say white people don't get no salvation, that'd be the most ridiculous thing ever. They would figure out something else. Think about that, bro. They actually push it. If not for colonialism, Christianity wouldn't have went around the world, yo. Trust me,
What that
yo.
mean? What that
I'm
mean?
saying that the very people that you claiming don't got no salvation was that stupid. That's stupid to spread a book to say they don't get no salvation. Yo, that's what you're really saying. It's crazy.
What was that verse he brought up? What was that verse he just brought up? What verse was that again?
Hey man, just press rewind on the thing. You'll see it.
John 4:22.
Oh, okay.
Just rewind it. You'll see it.
John
4:22. Matthew 4:22.
John 4:22.
John 4:22. Okay.
John 12:20 killed him. 1 John 2:2 killed him. John
Kill
1:9 kill him. Kill you.
You say kill him. You say kill him.
Kill him. Kill him.
So you do understand? Okay, let's try to address this verse, right? John 4:22.
Man, we talking about salvation being for the Jews. That's what we talking about, and
wait,
over the place.
Hold on, sir. The word "of" does not mean for; it means "of." That means where it originates from. Jesus was a Jew, you idiot. So that means everyone who believes in Jesus is invited to the party. John 1:14, 13, 14, whatever it is, exactly describes. It's not about bloodline, brother. You don't get it.
Correct.
Well,
that's why they made Hey, yo, hey, see, you don't realize that's the scam.
That's how I hijack Christianity.
They go Cedric.
The original text.
They go Cedric finally woke back up.
We got 20 more minutes, y'all. What y'all want to talk about? Go
No, we need to talk about with Cedric and how he conflating what
Yeah,
Christians
let's talk
believe.
about how that nigga said that black people were forced into into the church. He
No, they
said
was.
that
No, they was.
slavery.
They was at
He
first, though.
said that slavery was the reason that black people joined the church. I want you to prove that.
No, that's the first reason, yo. That's definitely the first reason.
The canary in the coal mine. I'm quiet.
No, ain't no canary. Ain't no canary.
Go ahead, Cedric. Go ahead, Cedric.
I want you to prove that black people were forced into religion. Go ahead. I want you to prove to me that black people were forced to be Christians by their white slave masters.
All right, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Thunder agrees with me. I already won.
Cedric, I want you to
listen,
prove
Okay,
that black people were forced into religion by way of slavery.
Listen. He obviously doesn't want to answer the question. So, if what you're looking for is that blacks that were slaves back in the days were taught the Bible in a manner that was kind of like a little bit maybe unfair that you would consider, right? They still learned it actually from their white slave masters, but now we have people who are teaching things like ISUPK, and the ultimate gift in their lifetime is having a white man kiss their boot. I mean,
Are you
is that
saying that
really what
white
your life
people
is
taught
about?
black people
Come on,
Christianity?
bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Come
man,
on.
he just explained it to you, yo.
Are
How
you
he can
saying that
understand
white?
and you can't? That's horrible. Hold on, don't
Prove
talk over
what?
that point.
Prove
You
what you
talking over
just
point.
said.
No, you're doing it on purpose. That man just explained
Prove
how
that
Christian.
white slave masters
Hold on for a minute. Hold
converted
on.
black people into
Yo,
Christianity.
you
Prove
yelling,
that.
you yelling, yo. The man just explained to you
I said prove it.
how Africans got Christianity, yo, and he don't look nothing like you, bro. How he
I
know better
said
than you?
prove how black people were made to
This is
be
insane. This
Christians
is insane, yo.
by way of slavery. That's what I asked you to do.
Don't gotta prove it. It's well written and documented.
They ain't documented. You just made that up.
That's the craziest thing ever. So what you think happened to a person that was practicing traditional African spiritual systems, sacrificing and having having their altars and all that? What you think, yo? What's in your mind, yo?
They continued on in that tradition.
They mixed it in, bro. Like
How they
everybody do.
mixed it
Religion
in?
is the hardest thing to accept. So I'm saying
How
over
they mixed it
generations,
in?
because that's what humans do, yo. They mix their shit in, bro.
Nah, you go. Exactly.
It was
Exactly.
illegal. Hold on, you didn't know it was
Exactly.
illegal? Hold on, yo. It was illegal to practice traditional African to raise an altar in the daggone barn, yo. You tripping, yo. They forbid that. Like, y'all
So
know you know that.
you saying that black people didn't practice their cousin tradition while they got here? That what you saying?
You had to sneak it, bro.
Nigga. So you saying that black people did not, that when they got over here, they didn't practice their cousin traditions over
You're
here?
gonna stop calling me a nigga around
You're
a
right. You're
white
right.
boy.
Yeah,
That's
I
what you're gonna
apologize.
do,
I
yo.
apologize. I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize. I apologize.
Yeah, yo,
That's my
it's real. Yeah.
when
So
I
I'm
said
saying it.
when I said it, it was like, yeah, you're right. My bad.
So what I'm saying is it was illegal to practice your cultural container of ideas.
I said did they continue in the ways of their ancestors when they got here?
And I'm saying
Yes
over
or no?
time. And I'm saying illegally, yes, it was considered
Okay,
illegal.
thank you. All right.
So that speaks to our point.
Hold up, bro. So I brought up the verse Deuteronomy 31:21, which
Here
said
he
that
goes. He's still talking about verses.
your ancestors will not forget the words from their mouth. Now, what you're doing is you're saying that a Hebrew Israelite would say this. Basically, slavery defeated the words of the Bible. Okay, because it says it will not be forgotten from the lips of your descendants. So you're saying that slavery defeated the Bible if you're a Hebrew Israelite.
I don't know what you talking about now. Are you talking about what we talking about?
Yeah.
All right, we talking about black people being forced into Christianity, for one. Number two, also talking about black people not practicing their customs and traditions when they came over.
Let's go
Now,
one by
which one you
one.
talking
One
about?
by one. A, B, C. Let's go one by one. So you
All
said
right.
black people had to be taught Christianity. Wouldn't they have already knew the Torah beforehand?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, they wouldn't have. So that's exactly why I brought up Deuteronomy 31:21. Because it says it
Let me
will
ask you a
not be
question.
forgotten from the lips of the descendants.
Where was Christianity started?
Christianity was started back in Jesus's day. That's when it was started.
I said, where was Christianity started?
Palestine, Judea, man.
In Israel, not Palestine. Don't say
And Israel.
Palestine. Palestine is a Roman word. Palestine is a made-up Roman word to actually disgrace Israel.
You said Christianity was started in Israel?
Come on, man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That's not true. You gotta stop that. You gotta stop
You
that.
said Christianity was started in Israel, bro?
Christianity is a Greek
All right, I'm
concept.
out. Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
So it couldn't have
Don't
started.
worry about it, bro. You good.
Christianity is a Greek
Well,
I think our
tell me this then.
conversation
Tell me
over with.
this. No. Tell me this. Where was Christ crucified? Was Christ
In
crucified?
Rome, in Rome, in
Hold
Rome.
on. Wait a second, bro. Like, why are you jumping in? Hold on. Yeah. I understand what
Don't worry
channel
about it,
I'm
bro.
on.
You
I
straight,
understand
man.
exactly what channel I'm
You
on, bro.
good. Hey,
But
we good, man. Don't worry about it, bro.
Where was Christ crucified? In Israel?
Listen, this nigga said Christianity was starting in Israel. Hey, I'm good, bro. We good.
Yeah,
We good,
you
dog.
bumped your head like a million times,
Yeah,
and you
Hey,
probably
we
bumped
good,
your head
man.
on the way
We
out of your
good.
mom's
We
car.
good, dog.
Hey, yo, when you
Dog,
say
let's change the
Christianity was
subject.
started, when you say Christianity was started,
Let's change the subject, bro. We good.
well, we can read where and tell where it kind of because Jesus was a Hebrew. So if the ministry starts with Jesus, who's a Hebrew, and all
Jesus
the
was a
followers were
Jew.
Hebrews. Yeah, so
He
they
was
was
a
all
Jew.
so the disciples was all Hebrews though, yo.
He
So
was a
Jesus is
Jew.
separate.
They were Jews. They were no
Yeah,
Hebrews. They were Jews.
Judah from the tribe of Judah. Come on, man, you tripping right now, yo.
Yeah, they ain't Hebrew. Hebrew is what?
Language.
That's a language. They were Jews.
No, the Hebrews is what outsiders call them.
Hey.
What?
The Hebrews is what the outsiders call them. An outsider. You will never hear an Israelite call another Israelite a Hebrew. You will hear foreigners call an Israelite Hebrews, yo. This I'm certain of.
You know what? What's this place you call like the Hangout or whatever it is? They would never even let me on because I
Oh,
would
that's
tear
crazy.
all of them.
Oh, they were smart.
What's it called? The
Because if
club
you
or
think
something?
that Christianity was started in Israel, then yeah, I wouldn't let you on either.
Bro,
That's
I
a
go
good
into the
thing.
lion's den at any point in time because I will tear all of you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy to do. Fairy tales battles, you can always record.
Here comes Cedric. Here comes Cedric.
What is it? Hebrew Social or something like that? What's it called? They'll never let me on. They don't want to. They know I'm dangerous. I will make you
Dangerous
lose
for the
30% of your
Bible.
audience.
Yeah, you definitely dangerous.
Yeah, boy.
That's right.
Anybody can be dangerous. Tell it with the fairy tale book, my brother. That's not very hard to do. It's
It's not a
unfalsified.
fairy tale book.
Whatever you say, whatever you
Not a
say,
fairy tale book. You know what's a fairy tale?
it's a fairy tale book.
Saying that humans were formed out of a Big Bang theory. That is what's fairy tale.
I would agree with you if
That's fairy
anybody
tale.
said a human was formed out of the Big Bang.
y'all
Listen
niggas think that
to
the Big
this.
Bang theory
Listen to
created.
this. Hold on. Listen to this. Tell these people to
Look, I know you
unblock
white,
me.
but I know when black people
Hold
talking,
on,
bro,
bro.
that don't mean
Hold
you
up, bro.
got.
Hold up,
You're
bro.
not.
Just hold on.
Ain't no white
Just hold
supremacist
on for a
over here.
second.
Now
Hold
you
up. Just
heard me
one
talking.
second.
Now you need to be
Hold on
respectful.
for 1 second.
As a white person, you should
Hold
be
on for 1
respectful of
second.
black
Hold
people
on for 1
talking.
second, bro.
When black, I'm
You
not
tell
finna hold
those
on.
people.
I
You
definitely
tell
ain't
those
gonna hold on.
people.
What
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
telling you
You
is
tell those
when
people to
when
unblock me, and I will come up on their channel and I will
oh,
scrape
bro,
them
what
into
are
the
you
ground.
talking about, man? We ain't on no. This ain't no
Not
what that
debating over here,
dumbass?
bro. You're on the platform.
App called?
You're on
Whatever
the
it's called, but this
platform.
ain't
What
that
you
app, bro.
complaining about getting on the platform
This
for?
YouTube.
If they don't want you there, why are you trying to fight to be
Why
there?
are you trying to go somewhere nobody wants you, boy?
And you're right up here, so that's a non sequitur. Thunder, continue. Let's fight.
Right, exactly. I don't give a damn about no hangout or whatever it's called. If you're telling me that the Big Bang Theory is responsible for us being here, I think that's a fairy tale.
I agree with you, Thunder. If you ever read that in a science book anywhere, that the Big Bang is responsible for humans being here, I would laugh too, because that is just as much a fairy tale. There you go. We agree.
Okay, thank you. So, in my opinion,
we know human evolution is a natural process that took place on this earth. The process of abiogenesis, the fact that life comes from our life, we understand. The only thing we're trying to do now is understand the mechanisms and how they occurred in the early process. That's it. But the fact that life,
you know what the mechanism was? I can tell you what the mechanism was.
Non-life is a simple fact of reality.
You want me to tell you what the mechanism was?
Doesn't answer the
Hold
question.
on for a minute, man.
I'm going to tell you what the mechanism was right now.
Hold on for a minute. Hold on. So y'all don't agree that the Big Bang is responsible for the material that would later on become life?
Yes. Yes. I agree with that.
Okay.
But Big Bang producing life?
No, the Big Bang did not. It produced stars, first and second and third generation stars that would produce the elements that would produce the material.
You know what? I'm glad y'all done changed y'all tune. That's good. This is a good thing. This is a breakthrough, y'all. They're not talking about that Big Bang Theory with all that bass in their voice like they used to. That's good. Then you know what?
You see,
we gonna work. Hey, Garfield, they used to bang on that.
Basically, you saying God reached down and grabbed some mud and said, "Is that what you're saying?" Go ahead, Seth. You can handle that.
So Big Bang responsible. That's
the Big Bang is responsible for the material. Okay, all right, we got that.
Oversimplification or complete non sequitur.
Cedric, let's go with what you just said.
Life is life, and its variety is a matter of fact through evolution and abiogenesis. The fact that life is produced from non-life is a matter of fact. The idea of understanding how that process started is the study of abiogenesis. So whatever you say after that is good. Let's go.
Cedric, so we're saying, so
all
you
about algae, all about algae share the same molecule.
So now y'all saying that the Big Bang Theory is only responsible for the material that is in the universe, right?
It's responsible for the expansion and the material that will form suns, first and second generation stars. Stars produce material. Will produce the stars are atom. They're machines that actually produce the elements.
Now they're some machines. All right. Good.
Well, I'm just making a point here. Their function literally produces elements, bro.
All right, good. Out of what?
Explain it in his way, and then we tear him apart.
How did machine work?
Dissect his ignorance. You see, this is what he's gonna do.
No, I'm not. Let me ask you a question. How did that machine work? What made that machine go? What created that machine? What created that machine you talking about?
See, you can't use these type of analogies for people that are ignorant.
Cedric.
It's called nuclear synthesis. It's called nuclear synthesis. You got to understand
nuclear synthesis.
Nuclear synthesis, red shift. You know what I'm saying? This is how you understand the Big Bang, yo.
Bro, if you're trying to discuss the Big Bang, it's pointless to discuss the Big Bang. What he's operating off is called a postulate. Okay, and he's going to claim you're offering your explanations off of a postulate as well, because he's saying you can't prove anything that you're thinking because you got to stay in the Bible. So then he can't prove where the Big Bang came from. It's a postulate, bro. It's called faith. That's why we have our beliefs. Or I'll say I have my belief, and this guy has his belief in the Big Bang, but he can't explain it.
The God of the gaps argument, and it's a classical. But now they are going to look at
so aggravating.
No way.
Mute yourself while you're laughing and let the guy talk.
And because they are ignorant and their
I don't take orders from white people.
Oh, I know that, but you will pretty soon at McDonald's, bro, when I'm pulling up to the window and you're the one taking my order.
Oh,
Now,
shit.
Now he
people from
said that
black
black
church
people
and
only
other
can work at
people,
McDonald's.
the
Now you know
ignorance,
No,
what?
just
Now
you,
we
bro.
getting
Just
that
the
you.
racism
ignorance
going
Just
that
on.
you.
you're speaking
Just
with
Now
you.
is
we
the
Only
getting that
you.
ignorance that
racism
you
going. Now it's coming
understand.
out.
Only
It's
you,
coming
brother.
out now.
Only
Yeah,
you.
let's get
Because
this
you're the
racist
one
son
that's
of a
going to be
bitch.
working at
Come on, white
McDonald's.
boy.
Let's get this racist son of a
So
bitch.
the
You're
black
talking about
guy got to work at McDonald's and
the
serve you
only
fries.
ignorant son of a bitch up here is
Only
you,
you,
right?
my friend.
The
Oh,
black
come
man
on.
can't be
No,
making
no, 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 no. Why y'all hold on? Why
I
y'all
$112,000.
know
doing
that
it that
you
way? Ho, why y'all doing it that way? He right here.
No,
Ask him, what did he mean? Hold on. Was he talking about you or was he talking about black? Ask him. He right here. I'm gonna ask you, Dub. What was you explain yourself, Dub? I think I know what you were
Only
saying.
you. Only you, sir.
Yeah, I
Only
thought
you.
so.
So
I thought
now
only
so.
me what?
quit trying to
I
throw
thought so.
everyone else in the same bucket as you.
Only me.
Because it's only
Why would
you.
you assume that a black person be working at McDonald's? Why you assume that?
Because the way you talk, you'll seem like you work under McDonald's.
I seem like I work at McDonald's.
What's going
Hey,
on?
Mika,
What's going on?
The very foundation of McDonald's, or the way you talk, like you can't
Mika,
comprehend. Like you
Mika.
ain't never read before, yo.
Hey,
That's what we
Mika.
saying, bro. You like, duh, boy, thing, man, big bang, who did
Hey,
that?
Mika.
It's crazy, yo.
What I be doing?
I'll be the big bang dog and help us in prison. The unit, you be like, what the hell is going on? Nigga, we wouldn't know you make over 100,000 fucking with computers. We wouldn't know. It's not translating, yo.
Look at troll tribes. Look at troll tribes. Damn devil. Look at him. Look at him. Damn. One little slip up. One little misunderstanding. Let's get the white guy. Let's get it.
Get the white guy. It's crazy as hell, yo. Shit.
Oh, you gotta be careful when you talk because you gotta see where you are in the surroundings, man.
Got that man on eggshells, yo. Don't put that man on eggshells. Well, I tell you, bro, something else, man.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny, dog? You and Thunder probably related. That's the craziest part.
You gotta be, yo.
You got it.
Yeah, come on,
I'm
man.
making $112,000 as a cybersecurity professional, and he's saying
Right.
that I'm damn McDonald's worker.
We don't believe you. We don't believe you. We believe
Yeah, we don't
Well
believe you
done,
now. I'm the
brother.
only one seeing you, yo, so I can vouch for you, nigga.
That's
But
your
God
own
damn,
fault. I'm
excuse my
apologize. I'm apologize to my brother because he's right. You sound like you work under McDonald's
under
right
McDonald's,
now.
yo.
He's
Shit,
right.
they definitely wouldn't hire you. Is that a Big Mac or what that is? With the cheese on top of the bun or underneath the bun?
Are you going live? You going live?
But why McDonald's?
No, I ain't going to. I had fun
Why
tonight.
McDonald's?
Is that a fish? Is
For
that
all
a
the
fish? Why the
trolling you
fish
do,
square? That's not a real fish.
Hold on.
You deserve that one.
Now you told me not to call you a nigga in front of a white boy.
Yeah, I
And
apologize.
you
You
up here
got me.
telling me now.
I'm wrong.
Okay, you gonna apologize?
I apologize. I was wrong.
All right, good. What you apologize for?
I apologize for saying that word, yo. With company in the house, we ain't supposed to do
All
that.
right, good. All right.
Yeah, make him think he could say it, and he can't.
There
Just
you go.
making sure.
All right.
But under the McDonald's, though, I do give on that one. That was a classic.
Yeah, I got a good sense of humor.
No, you wasn't being funny. We making you funny right now. You weren't being funny. You were being dead serious.
Oh my God.
Hey, Dub, thank you for coming on today, man. I appreciate
I'm a
you.
black
Hey,
person, so
listen,
I
let me
automatically
just
work
say
at
this, bro.
McDonald's. I
Let
got
me
to
just
serve
say
you
this.
fries. I got to serve you fries because you saw I was black. That
Oh my
racism, it's slow. It's a slow, steady process. But the more you come on, they said, the more he comes on, the more it gonna come out, and that's probably why them folks kick you off
I
that
can't
platform.
believe you saying this, Mr. Martin Luther King. Come on, I can't believe you saying
I'm
this.
not a fan of Martin Luther King. I can't stand that dude.
You can't stand Martin Luther King, yo.
Wow.
God damn.
No.
Uncle
Wow.
Rocky. Uncle Rocky.
Thunder, stop. All
You
jokes
gotta
aside,
stop there, yo.
we control, but there are levels to this. You need to knock it
You
out.
make us pick the
Let me ask
white
you a
boy
question.
side, yo. You force us to that
Nah,
side.
man, don't do
Let me ask
that.
you a question.
Force us.
Thunder, no, Thunder, don't double down. Don't ask me no question to try to
I'm gonna ask you
justify
a
that.
question. Let me ask you a question, Sid. How you feel about integration?
Hold on, brother Law. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1
Integration.
second. Hold on 1 second, guys. Dub, you want to say something before you leave? Go ahead, Dub.
No, if it's time to leave, I'll just go. I didn't realize it was that way, though.
Now we're closing out the show, and I had to bring somebody else up, so that's why I dropped you down.
All right. Hey, it was fun hanging out with you guys. I had a good laugh. Thank you for having me on.
What state you live in, Doug? You live in South Africa? Where you live at?
No, that nigga lived in South Carolina on one of the plantations. That's where he lived at.
I live next door to Thunder, actually. We're neighbors. We just like to hang out.
See that?
I'll figure that one out. I'll figure that
You
one
see
out.
that?
So I'm showing you, man. Y'all cousins, man.
He said he lived next door to Thunder, yo.
Invited Dub on, yo. I think Thunder invited Dub to the show.
Yeah, yo, y'all crazy. That was funny, yo. Y'all
Thunder,
crazy.
you know you invited Dub to the show.
Bro, he
crazy.
works at McDonald's. Don't let him tell you any different. He does work at McDonald's, all right? Let it go, bro.
Hey, Doug, one more question before you go. You say you had a dialogue with Captain Tazaryach. Where was this dialogue at?
You'd have to look back on his 5,000 videos. I guarantee you it happened, and I tore him to shreds. He would not. If you want to have, well, I don't know if I trust this channel so much, but I would definitely debate that guy anytime because I'd ruin him. But he just talks. What's that?
Why do you don't trust this channel? What are you trying to throw me
Yeah, that's cool.
No, I don't. But I don't know. I'm just saying. Hold up.
I keep telling you, the racism is slow. It's a slow process. It's a slow process.
Let me give you my.
Step by step. The step by step. Keep going, bro.
Hey, Thunder, I'm going to turn up my music.
It definitely was a step back.
Hear me as your neighbor, brother. So you just hold on for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, he going to the same heaven as you, Thunder. Hold on.
I would debate.
The same heaven as you, buddy. So what are you
No,
talking?
I will debate.
Go in his closet and say, Jesus, forgive me for what I've done, and he's saying,
hold on.
So
listen. I would debate.
As you.
Hold on, wait. I would debate Tazaryach on your channel, provided you don't let him go on 20-minute rants about nothing, and we just get straight to it, because I'll crush him every time, and I already have, so it's fine.
You got your own. Hey, Dub, you got your own channel? You got your own channel, Dub? I think I might have seen.
Nope. No, I don't. I don't even know how I have like 12 subscribers. I don't want to show a channel, but somehow I have subscribers. I have no idea how.
Yeah, but listen. The fact that you don't trust this channel is definitely a step backwards, yo. Because you know,
hey, we can do it though. We can do it. We can do it. I'm saying I just laid down the challenge.
Look
I
at
said,
the black
I'll
people.
do it.
No. You want to hold on, everybody be quiet.
I will debate him.
Hold on for a minute. I'm saying this channel here, we ain't basing it off of skin color. We basing it off of relevant academic information and sources. This channel's not based off of nothing else.
Yeah, but that's why he doesn't trust Tazaryach's channel.
No. You misheard him. He said he don't know if he
I don't trust Tazaryach's channel. He's right.
No. Now you double talking.
I will debate him here.
Hold on, let me make my point. You said you don't trust this channel. I heard you. And I'm saying that's just a mistake.
So what you're doing is you're smacking me back and you're saying you should trust this channel. And I'm like, okay,
correct.
I can trust the channel. I will debate Tazaryach on your channel. No problem.
I bet. Yeah, that's bet. Okay. There we go.
It's slow, y'all. You got to be patient with some racist folks. You got to be patient. You'll get there. Just trust me.
Listen, I want to do my shameless plug. Everyone show up tonight at Paradigm Shift 124. I'm debating Zion. Is belief and religion necessary?
Zion left?
No, Zion Warlord. And is atheism in itself a belief system? So we're gonna answer some questions.
It is a belief system.
Thunder. That's why people like you need to be in the building.
Atheism is a religion. It's a religion.
Be in the building, Thunder. Be in the building.
Let me ask you a question.
You should have answered this question when he asked you. You should have answered that question he asked you.
Is atheism a religion? Hey, bring up what you call it too, Garfield. Get done about it. Yeah, brother Locke.
Yeah, So see how what was that question I didn't answer?
Is atheism a religion?
No, you asked him a question before that, Thunder, remember?
What'd I say?
You forgot. Something about the Christianity and something.
Oh, yeah, strong man in my whole position. My point is, I know human ingenuity. I know human power. And I understand how religion co-opts that power from humans and gives us our resources.
You know the power of God.
You see right there, that's my point. So yes, I acknowledge the power of our people and their ingenuity. I do not recognize no institution or no doctrine.
Yeah, but when you have to recognize the fact that they put money into the institution, you can't, and then they got tax free on it, so that allowed them to really move in a way where people that's spending their money in taxes can't move.
Again, human ingenuity. Our people were smart.
No. But you can't take away their belief out of it, though, yo.
Yes, I can. Yes,
no. What you can? Yeah.
Because it's them.
That's crazy, yo.
I am never going to promote that something is outside of you, forced you, and gave you the power to do it. That's exactly what religion wants you to do.
Hold on.
You're not the one in control.
No, Cedric, you don't gotta go long. We could just talk, bro. You don't gotta go long. What I'm showing you is that you can't separate a man from his beliefs, yo. You get it? Like me and you can say, well, we understand the fact that you understood math and understood financing and understood how to do this. That's why you was capable of doing it. They would say, yeah, but I did it under the belief in Christ was my salvation. You can't say, oh, you don't. We get it, bro. And just like a person can say, I understood the Big Bang and came to science because Christ told me to come to it. Okay, but once you get into it, we separated that point. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. When we speak, we need.
I got a good concession out of y'all today.
But let's not convolute
and therefore
both the equation, though, is what I'm saying.
There's somebody else.
Let's not
that?
confuse
Brother Law.
Your opinion and choice.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like that. We expound on that, Brother Lau.
Let's not confuse the two.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, okay, he's saying that's your opinion. Go ahead, Lau.
That's your opinion to choose to be an atheist.
Yeah, yep. I get
that's
that.
Your opinion to choose to be an atheist, as well as your choice. That doesn't actually make it a fact. That's your opinion, even with scientific theories, etc., etc.
Is it my opinion that something false?
No, that's different.
It's entirely different.
There is, you know what? Everybody show up to that debate tonight, and we'll have a discussion after.
What? Aren't you supposed to be on his side?
No, I'm not on his side.
Don't be on my side. So my imagination. Hey, I got a red dragon in my closet.
Yeah, we don't
believe. Why
nobody
believe is justified, right?
No, nobody says the Bible. It's not actually a fairy tale. No, it's not a fairy tale, bro. Nobody says that.
No. Which is it?
It's actually not a fairy tale.
What is a fairy tale?
Yeah, the Quran and the Bible, they're not fairy tales, yo.
Animism is a matter of fact.
No, it's not. No,
it's a fact.
No,
you over talking me now, yo.
It's under the pretense of belief and faith.
Yeah, that's what it is. Right.
What
it's belief
y'all
and faith.
doing is special pleading, and you don't even see it.
No, yo. So you saying? Are you serious, yo?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay, so you saying that the Bible don't got no historical and the Quran don't got no historical stuff in it? No, I'm asking you a question. No, I'm asking you a question. I don't know what it is, but I'm asking you a question. Are you stating that?
Where did I state that?
Okay, so you're not. I know, but nobody classifies the Bible. It's not a fairy tale, bro. That's crazy.
If you understand, when I say fairy tale, when I say fable, when I say these things, if you don't understand to write words down on paper, you need to use a literary trope. If you don't understand that,
no. So now we require people to get shit right? I think we do, and so we can't do the double standard. And so a scholar, hold on. So a scholar in academic studies and religion will beat the brakes off you. So I'm saying is, I'm going to always go with the scholarly material, whether it go in my favor for believing or not, bro. That's all I'm saying.
So
no scholar, hold on.
I just came here to shadow box. I'm just here to shadow box. I'm just saying, I'm just listening.
Yeah, I'm just making a point, though, Cedric. Nobody says that.
At the same time. I'm saying a myth, A myth can have a historical root. A story can be written.
No, we said fairy tales. We said fairy tales. That's different. Different choice of words.
Don't leave me finish a sentence. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm not doing it. Again, if you talk about tropes, how a narrative was created, when you use certain dialogue, when you use certain text, you put them into categories. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have value. We're having two different conversations. From the time a story contains talking animals, it's a fable. A fable has a particular narrative and an objective, but it's a fable nonetheless. And if I'm not sensitive to just say that's what it is, that's
okay.
the difference.
All right. So let me say this. Do you understand why Greek religion and Assyrian religion and Egyptian religion is actually a myth? Do you understand why? Because I know you do, but explain.
However,
explain.
Yes, because they are cultural containers that explain these people's story.
No, wrong answer. The reason Egyptian religion and the Greek and the Greeks, the old Greek religion is considered a myth because nobody practices that no more for the most part, right?
Okay.
No one does that. So it's relegated to a myth, bro. Look it up. That's the actual academic reasoning behind that.
There's a fundamental difference in what something functions for and its basis in reality. We're having two different discussions every time we're doing that. And the discussion I'm always having is, yo, don't make your myths real. We understand what they represent, but that don't make that story real. We are always having these discussions about these stories as if they're real, instead of having them on what they actually represented to the people. So let's move the goalposts. Hey, it's a fable. That means it's not real, bro. Let's understand what it was trying to say.
No, that's not a fable. And just like we can't mix up pop stars. We can't mix up pop stars, first and second generation stars, bro. We can't mix that up. We can't mix that material up.
So
We can't mix up.
Let
me just make my point. We can't mix up Charles Darwin making a scientific prediction and the nigga just say he making a guess. We can't do that. So then we can't do that in academia when we talking about religion. We can't do it. You get my point though. We keep the same standard. No, I just want to let you know that I'm keeping the same standard.
But I'm keeping the same standard when we're talking about.
You said it's a fable. You're not. You said fable. It's not a fable. You get my point though, right? Come on, I ain't even trying to go against you.
Why are you arguing from the time a story has talking animals?
You said it. You said it's a fable. But you said
it's their trope to create the narrative.
Go get
it's a fable.
Now I'm saying go get the source. Don't talk me to death. Go get the source, and I'll shut up. I'll bow down to the source. Go ahead, go get that. Go get that scholars and people in theology school characterize the Bible as a fable. Go get that.
But you see again.
No, you're talking too much now. No.
The Bible is going to be a fable, huh?
No. Go get the source so we can learn. Come on, yo, we teaching, right? We pseudo killers, right? Let's be pseudo killers. Come on, bro. Go get that.
If we're going to be honest,
tell me the Quran is a fable. Go get it.
You don't want to acknowledge how do you write a story?
No, you're doing the same thing everybody else do now, bro.
So,
go get that. Direct me to it. That way I can get it for you.
Just a second. Let me get it.
All right, thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Since you want to since you want to speak about it in regards to science, let's be truthful.
It's written in tropes, right? All literature is written in tropes. Whatever the story is, it picks a particular trope. What that story represents is different from how it's written. When we talk about what we're reading here, these are narratives, they are tropes. These are the tropes used. These are stories. What these stories mean is something different. What a myth means. It's these cultural containers. These people believe and practice these things. Doesn't make them factual. And when you're looking at a story, each story is written with a particular.
So what are we speaking about?
Allegory.
Speaking about Judaism and Christianity, because
in Islam, he said all of this fairy tale. He said the Quran is fairy tale, yo.
I mean, if we truthfully going to be honest about it, which he already knows, in Islam, they hold forth a large contribution to science.
That's different.
Now that's a fact.
No. They hold it. No. That's different. We talk. That's different. That's a whole separation. So I don't think that just because you religious that you can't produce science. It's obvious that the Islamic world they had a golden age of science and technology. It's obvious. Anybody argue that they just retarded. Now me and Cedric agree on that point right there. It might kill him a little bit though. Because how could Muslims actually produce, right? You know, like start to codify the scientific method and push people in towards modern science? How could they do that if you think, yeah. I don't know. But get the source though, Cedric.
Allahu
Yeah, I'm gonna
Akbar.
send it to you.
Are you gonna send it to me?
Because when you say things and I send it to you, I don't see you reading them.
No, bro, come on, man. All right,
Hey.
all right, man.
All right.
I give
Biblical
up,
narratives are written in literary tropes. That's a very startup observation. Yes, what a literary trope. Let's share my screen because I make simple points, just making things not difficult, bro. I don't have no difficult conversation. You watch those stories; they're written in tropes. Yeah.
Why do you keep saying that? Explain why you keep saying they written in trope. We talking about mythology. We talking about mythology. No, we're talking about fairy tales, yo. We're saying that characterizing the Bible and the Quran and the Torah as a fairy tale is improper. That's all I'm saying. And you claim to have a source that says, yes, we classify them as fairy tales. So I'm waiting for that source.
Look.
Go ahead.
Look right here, the source, right? What it says. What we're talking about? What are literary tropes in the Bible? Divine birth. That's a trope.
No.
These are tropes, right? These are not true. These are narratives.
You're doing it on purpose now,
Chosen hero. Now let's go.
Where's it say it's a fairy tale?
Wait.
Why don't you just type it in? It's the Bible, Quran, the Torah considered fairy tales.
No. The Bible is not one entire book. It is different stories written with different.
So I know you hear me. I know you hear me. You trying to escape right now. You running.
I saying the same.
Why don't you sit there and type in is the Quran, the Torah, is it a fairy tale? Type that in, let us see. That way we can educate ourselves.
Now you are telling me what I'm saying, and you're strawmanning me because I never said that. Right?
You did. Wait, no, Cedric, you might not have meant it, but you said it's the fairy tales. Cedric, I'm saying you said it.
Listen,
Cedric, you said that.
Bible contains fairy tales.
Oh, now you okay?
It contains fiction. It contains fables. Different tropes are used to write the biblical.
All right, so just type that in then. Say do the Quran and the Torah contain fairy tales. Let's just see. We can educate ourselves in real time. It's all good. I don't mind being wrong, Cedric. I don't mind being wrong. But what you're not gonna do is talk around it. Yo, go ahead, type it in. Say do the Quran and Torah.
No, don't tell me what to type in.
I think it contains folklore. Hold on. I think it contains folklore, mythology. You know what I'm saying? Religious ideology. Okay, cultural narratives. That's what I think they contain. I could be wrong.
Biblical stories written in fable tropes. There we go.
No, what did you type? No, what did you type? What did you type? What did you type in, bro?
Biblical stories written.
No, I said what?
In
I said what did you type in?
I'm putting in what I've been saying. Biblical stories written in the fable trope. Because you're not listening to what I say. Oh, that's what I've been saying the whole time, and I'm repeating myself over and over. You're not listening to me. I say when you write stories, you use particular tropes, and these are the tropes used to write the story.
Go ahead and read it. Go ahead. Since you put in your own question, go ahead and read your own question. Go ahead.
Biblical
No. I know you heard me. I know you heard me.
Here we go. The Bible.
This nigga, you done led the motherfucking AI, yo. That's wild.
Oh my God.
So go ahead and read that and then put in my question. Go ahead. Read what you got and then put in my question.
Why would I put in something that I never said, Unc? Why?
You did say it. You said it was a fable, bro.
Something I never said.
You did say it, Cedric. We all heard you say it. You did. You did.
Y'all crazy.
Bro.
You did, bro. But you did, bro.
Go watch my game.
Bro, if I'm up here.
Man, go ahead and read it. Cedric, I'm asking you, go ahead and read it, bro. Read it. Read it, bro.
The talking serpent, Balaam's donkey, the parable of the tree, the good Samaritan, Job and Jonah.
Read it. Cedric, why are you doing this, bro? Read it. We're listening. Just read it. And then get your conclusion. Go ahead. Yes, it is, sir. Okay. Go ahead. We're listening.
So now
I'm interested. So you got me. So does it say not to eat pork, and what does that mean?
Many stories. Many
It's just a
biblical
story,
stories.
though. You can eat pork then, right?
Bro,
You can
let
eat
me
pork.
go ahead. Many biblical stories are moral allegories dressed in historical events. They reflect an ancient Near East fable tradition used to encode wisdom and theology into memorable stories. The talking serpent. That's
So go eat yourself a pepperoni pizza, my friend. You're okay. Prove
that's a
that the
fable trope,
Bible is
right?
complete
So,
nonsense. Go eat yourself a pepperoni
anthropomorphic
pizza, bro.
animal as moral teacher or deceiver.
Uh-huh.
The parallel, common in ancient fables like the Epic of Gilgamesh, the stag steals the plant of immortality and Osep's
Uh-huh.
fate, right?
Uh-huh.
Ancient
Wait for the
moral
fairy tale word. You're doing great right now. That's good education right there. Go ahead. I agree. Go ahead. Keep reading. Doing a great job.
Balaam's donkey, speaking animal, reveals divine truth to a blind human. Fable element, the donkey sees what the prophet cannot. A classic inversion trope showing humility over arrogance.
I agree. I agree. Keep going.
How many more do I need to read?
I know we was waiting for the fairy tale part of it.
No, okay, you want to hear the fairy tale part? Now let's ask you. Now let's ask the question. So now we have. So now you agree. So wait a minute. Let's take
I
a
agree
step by
with
step.
you.
So
I
do
agree
you
with you
agree?
read so far.
There are
I agree.
fables, that there are tropes.
Yeah, I agree with all that. Hey, yo, bro, we don't gotta do that.
So now let me. You want to see the tropes? You want to see? You
No,
want to see
we want to see it say fairy tales.
Okay.
Now read the summary. The summary will tell us. Read the summary. What does the summary say?
Key takeaway: the Bible isn't a historical book; it's a literally an anthropology of moral fables and symbolic narratives. The use of fable tropes prove intentional design. These stories were constructed to teach lessons, not to document events.
Okay. So watch
That's
this.
been
Type
my
in.
overall
So
point.
no. Hold on. Do this for me. Now we did your question. Do my question. I'm not saying you said it. Say is the Torah and the New Testament and the Quran, is it a fairy tale? Type that in. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you
Yeah,
said
the
it, bro.
Quran is. I'll answer that. The Quran is. Yes.
Okay, man. You
Yeah.
just okay. All right. Okay. Put that's your religious
What gives you
craziness.
and what gives you a credible source to say that the Quran is that, brother?
We want to type it in. Type it in, Cedric. Come on, yo.
It's called that's called the Islamic dilemma. So
Nah,
I'm
you
sure you
made
can
that
look
up.
at like God Logic's channel,
We're not
something
going to
like that.
freestyle.
You'll find it
If
out.
we're gonna engage in a dialogue, it's cool. I'm cool with that. Because it sounds like you're speaking from the premise of being a Jew.
Yeah, he sure is for Christians.
Well,
Yeah, don't treat
it
Christians.
doesn't. So here's the problem: is it doesn't matter what you think
And I'm going to
in
address
terms
you
of
as
that,
I Jew.
because I already
What did it
said.
say, Cedric? And
Hold
plus,
up,
Cedric,
bro. I
you've
already
been explained
said.
all this concept.
Oh my
Just for
God.
the record. Hold on. Just for the record,
I already brought up Romans 9:6, my
yeah, we're
friend.
not doing
So
that.
you
Yo,
can call
let
me
us
a
finish
Jew if
that.
you want to.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Defining fairy tales. In literature, a fairy tale or wonder tale is a fictional narrative and the use of supernatural elements, gods, miracles, magic, angels, and demons. Containing moral or spiritual lessons, feature archetype characters, the hero, the villain, the wise figure, and not grounded in empirical historical evidence, but in symbolic and allegorical meaning. By the definition, fairy tales aren't necessarily childish, but they are mythical teaching stories. So, if a text uses supernatural and allegory to convey moral meaning rather than a factual history, it falls under the broader category of myth or fairy tale literature. The Bible, Old and New Testament, both New Testament and contain historical kernels wrapped in mythic storytelling. The New Testament, like the Old Testament, fits several key fairy tale tropes: the virgin birth and the miraculous child, magic and miracles, walking on water, resurrection, turning water into wine. These are magical motifs, classical hallmarks of wonder tales. Miracles function at plot devices, not empirical attested events. Good versus evil archetype, Jesus versus Satan's mirrors fairy tale dualism, light versus darkness, virtue versus corruption. Moral resolution, fairy tales end with moral closure, just like Revelation ends with divine justice and paradise restored. It's a
read the Quran and
literary
then read the summary.
Then the gospel and revelations operate like moral fairy tales, symbolic narratives about virtue, faith, and cosmic justice. The Quran similarly reworks ancient Near East and biblical myths in didactic moral tales. Adam and Eve, Noah, Moses, Abraham, and Jesus reappear as moral exemplars in story form. Supernatural beings, angels, jinn, shaitans, and miracles, talking animals, divine signs, and will all are woven into narratives to teach obedience and faith.
Okay, so the summary says what?
Scholarly overview.
No. With the last. What's the conclusion?
If we define fairy tale literally, not pejoratively, the Bible, the Old Testament, and Quran function as collectively as collections of sacred fairy tales, moral and myth stories using supernatural elements to convey ethical and theological meaning. If we define fairy tales as empirical, then yes, they are fictional. They make extraordinary supernatural claims unsupported by evidence, much like myth and folklore.
So why says say, give me the academic answer. Say, give me the academic answer. That's all you got to put in there. Give me the academic answer.
Well, so the problem here is basically if
you see how we get it though, right? You see how we get into it, right, Cedric?
Hold on. Can you wait for a second, please?
Yeah, I was talking to him, yo. Go ahead.
All right. So the issue is that you have writings that are corroborating the story about, let's say, Jesus, right? And then you're saying because you weren't there, you don't have the evidence.
No, I ain't saying
the
that.
evidence is there.
I ain't saying
I know
nothing.
you're not.
Yeah.
I know you're not, but the guy who was just reading is basically calling them fairy tales because he wasn't there to experience the first-hand encounter.
Hold on, read the scholarly consensus, Cedric. Read the scholarly consensus.
Across religious studies, anthropology, and in literary criticism, these scriptures are treated as mythic and theological literature, not as empirically historical documents. Their purpose is didactic and symbolic, addressing moral and existential questions rather than recording verifiable events. Terms like myth and sacred narrative carry non-pejorative connotation. They describe the literary function of these texts as Militia Elidita put it in Myth and Reality 1963. Myth narratives are sacred history. It relates to events that took place in primordial times. To label such narrative false because they are not historical is to misunderstand their purpose. I never did such.
So
From an academic standpoint,
the problem here is that you do have
when I'm done, you can have the floor. From an academic standpoint, the Bible and Quran are not classified as fairy tales, but rather as sacred mythological and theological literature. They employ mythic and allegorical storytelling techniques similar to those found in ancient myth and folklore tradition. Yet, they serve religious, moral, and social purposes rather than entertainment. Thus, in scholarly language, the texts are collections of sacred texts and theological narratives, not fairy tale in the folkloric sense. Through their share structural and thematic similarities with mythic and fable traditions.
So you can stop right there. So I just think this was a great discourse right here, bro. I think we got the full gamut now. You get my point, right, Cedric?
You get mine? Because I understood yours all the time.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying. All right.
Did you get mine?
Of course. Yes, that first answer in that, right? But then I was always giving an academic answer. You get it? And I could understand how a person could say they was fables. But remember I said it, yo, the same way we do people with science in academia, I don't change that. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't change anything. I'm like, when we analyze this book, even the scholars, because if you look up there, you see Bart Ehrman, you see John Campbell.
You never hear them say they fables. You never hear them say fables.
Go right back to them. Let's look at what the scholars.
Yeah, he changed his mind. He changed when it comes to scholars and shit. He changed his mind a little bit. I'm trying to let it go.
Let's go to the scholars.
But what scholars? Because it's proven that on the Temple Mount there was a temple there before. And
it's hard to talk to you because you tried to say the Quran was a fairy tale and then not characterize the Bible as a fairy tale. So we clearly see it's your religion that's swayed and swaying your biases, yo.
No, okay. So let's
that's all I'm saying.
Somebody's got their YouTube playing in the background. If they could mute,
so you have Fine Northrop. The Great Code, the biblical and the Bible and literature identifies biblical writing as an as anthropology of myth, fable, and metaphor. See, when I'm using these terms, these are terms used in
Yeah,
academia.
yeah,
It's
you
not.
know that. You always say that though, Cedric. You got command of that. Yeah, I don't want nobody to think you don't, because you can explain it just as good as that motherfucker. So don't get that twisted. Yeah,
When
don't
you
get
have
that twisted.
McKenzie, Dictionary of the Bible classifies several Old Testament stories as fable and
But it's a
didactic tales.
butt though,
It's
man.
not taking away from their value, it's just putting them in their literary category. So I'm stripping away this divine nature. This literature, it's not scripture, it's just a story. And it's
So
Yeah,
are
it's
you saying
divine
that
to the
nothing
culture.
that's listed in there is actual historical
I have a mission.
evidence?
I have a mission in this community to desensitize people. It's literature. You don't need special glasses to
Bro,
look
can
at it.
anyone
So
hear
we
me?
don't
I
have
don't
people
even know.
with
Yeah, I can hear you.
I
We
have
can
no
hear you.
idea.
We can hear
So
you.
we don't have to deal with people like
Because this
Enki
guy's
and
just a
these type of
machine, bro. He's
nonsense
gonna keep reading.
who's using literature to argue science because they put some divinity in this literature. It is
So you're,
literature. It is
sir,
storytelling.
Cedric,
They use quotes,
Cedric,
and I'm gonna
Ced,
continue to
Ced,
say that
but
without
Cedric
trying to
can't hear me at
undermine the
all. Because
value
if he
of it,
could,
right?
then he
Because
would stop. He
I
can't hear me.
appreciate the stories and the value. Some of them I play with, I read them, and I wait a minute, let's dissect this. However, so you need to know the Bible. You have to actually read it to understand it, to put it in its proper perspective. I simply don't have the spooky
Yeah, this
glasses
guy
on.
can't hear
I can
anyone.
see, I can see splitting the water in two. Yeah, that's and classify it as that without getting spooked up.
Cedric, let that man. Let that man talk.
No, you
Cedric.
don't wait. Finish. Go ahead. Now you can talk.
I was just gonna ask you, brother, to just hear this man out to see what he was going.
Hey, I brought my brother back, Thunder. I wanted to say something to him real quickly. If you guys, if I may.
Yeah, go
Hey,
ahead,
Thunder,
man.
brother.
That's my man right there, Cedric. Yo, pseudo killer official, yo.
No, that nigga a pseudo promoter.
Who said that?
Hey, Thunder, have you ever heard of the court of the Gentiles?
No.
All right, the court of the Gentiles is attached to King Herod's temple, right? What happened is he attached it to the Hebrew temple. So what happened is, everybody argues about whether there's Gentile salvation or whatever. So in the temple, what happened is there's different areas where Jews could be and where non-Jews could be. So with the hold on, let me show you the article from God Question. What happened? A lot of people argue that Gentiles can't get salvation, right? But in the temple, the court temple, it's Herod's temple. Herod's temple is attached to the regular temple. And what happened is there's a specific area that has a sign in Latin and Greek that says that non-Israelites can't pass this area. So you could worship God, you could go to the festival, you can go to Passover in the temple, everything, but you can't pass a certain area. So look what it says right here. The court of the Gentiles was accessible to Gentiles, foreigners, and those who were considered impure.
Okay.
So anytime you hear a Hebrew Israelite say that, nobody can be saved, tell them what it says in the actual history.
What they got to do? So they had a separate court. That mean they saved.
No. They could worship in the temple, but they can't go to a certain area. That's what I'm saying to you.
Okay, so that mean they had salvation.
Yeah. So white folks, so the Edomites and the Idumeans and all them white people that they claim could be saved.
How?
Because they could go to the temple and they could worship, they could follow, they could do Passover and everything.
Why would a Gentile be doing Passover?
I Dub going in Islam in the chat, man. What happened, Brother Law? What you said to my man Dub, man? White lives matter, bro. Come on, man. White lives matter.
I never said anything in regards to ethnic tissue.
You in the chat, bro. I'm like, Islam's character.
He said the Quran was a fairy tale, yo.
Rewrites their characteristics. It's fake as F.
Dub said it was a fairy tale, yo. Dub said that.
And that's why I wanted to have a little dialogue with him. I wouldn't mind having a dialogue with the gentleman, but it seems like
I can leave.
Y'all can have your dialogue.
All right.
That would be fun. I would like to see that.
But he gone though. He gone.
Doug, come on, Doug. I want to see religious blood. Let's go.
Yeah, all I ask out of respect if he would just cam up.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, yeah, he can't do that. No, he can't do that, bro.
Show up tonight. Paradigm shift 9:15. Is belief and religion necessary? Is atheism disbelief or a religion unto its own? And come and find out tonight, 9:15. Yours truly, Pseudo Slayer is getting it in.
What's the definition of religion?
Huh?
What's the definition of religion?
I don't know. Come to the debate.
All right, listen, guys. I'm out of here. I want to say peace and love. Thanks everybody for supporting the show. Send it to 10 of your friends. Let's get the viewership up. We went up to we peaked at 158 today. Let's get the viewership back up to where it is.
So for the record,
what's up, bro?
For the record, go ahead, Mika.
No, I think we should get that guy back for brother law on the next.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm sitting in the chat with my popcorn.
She loved the foolishness. Boy. I tell you.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, Fade.
She loved the arms.
For the record,
yes,
Israel, even today, they have what they call the Noahide laws.
Yes.
And I think it's 7 of them. Noahide laws. Right? So the Noahide laws were made for Gentiles that weren't Jews. But these are the least minimum that you're gonna do while you over here. You are going to do these regardless if you're a Jew or not. So the point is, Jews and Gentiles in Israel always walk amongst each other. We got that. That's not my argument. My argument is, well, it's not my argument. I'm just making the argument. I think it's a ridiculous argument, but I can make it that salvation is for Jews.
Originally, yeah, of course. Of course. I can't Matthew 15:24, of course.
Yeah.
But later on, he said to go to all nations and everybody could be saved based off of Jesus' sacrifice. That's why I brought out 1 John 2:2 and John 1.
This is what I was saying the other a few minutes ago, as far as agendas. So you can make anything say what you want to say. Everybody know that. You can make the Bible say whatever you want to say. If they say salvation is only for Jews, guess what? You can find a Bible verse that backs that up. You can find plenty of them to back it up, actually. But if you want to say salvation is for everybody, that's why they reduced the world to being Israel. You got to do that in order for your belief to be correct. You got to do it. That's all I was saying earlier. It's like, yeah, you got to, as far as agendas like the Democratic Party agenda, when you're looking at it, you got to make abortion cool. You got to do all that. You got to look past all that to even think about voting that crap. You got to think that being gay is cool, right? You got to make it cool first. Then people start to say, okay, now let's roll with it. So you got to have the agenda, and their agenda is Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, everybody but white people. White people are the devil, so they can't be saved. That's where everything started. So since we know that white people are the devil, salvation can't be for them, Brother Law. Ain't no way, because we believe that they're the devil.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
Well,
so when you got
for myself,
no, Brother Law, that don't apply to you because you don't believe that. So you should even dignify that with an answer.
Well, I'm talking about from a Christian perspective, right? From a Christian perspective.
No. You're talking from an Israelite perspective.
Israelite perspective, right? We saying that no, not necessarily Israelite. Well,
Christians don't teach that, bro. You know better than that. Black or white.
No, what I'm saying is you can't say Israelite because
the Mormon church specifically points out black people and in a negative manner. That's different. We're talking about Orthodox Christianity, regular Trinity believers, or Pentecostals, or whatever. They don't believe that. They think everybody can be saved if they accept Jesus. That's
a fact. So that's why they bang on the church. That's why they bang on Christianity. It's all the agenda, man.
Exactly.
It's all the agenda. You got to look at the pieces. You got to look at.
They're making a mockery of them because nobody takes them serious.
Yeah. So when you look at people saying, let's just say I say population control, people ain't gonna know what that is. Like, what you talking about, man? Population. Then you said Bill Gates.
Hey,
Okay.
I gotta go, guys. I gotta sign out.
Yeah. All right.
We're gonna get kicked off the internet.
That's a fact. All right. Later.
Later, man. All right. Peace. Thank you, Brother Law. Mika.